We're as chaotic as they come. See, if I had a brother right now, I wouldn't even be this all on this because he'd be like, "Boo, calm down." I'm gonna keep saying it because I'm gonna call mine to the real. I'm gonna call mine. I'm gonna keep calling it and tell you, show up. Period. I'm not gonna denounce and say I don't need no man and don't want one. Not me, not Latay. I ain't gonna never say that because I got 4 sons. I would be goofy to say some stuff like that. I don't need. Yes, I do, but I need y'all to show up differently. Like my son said, when I told him about a certain someone, Mommy, you deserve just that because you ain't have that. And when he told me about how he felt about his dad, when they say those things, man, you should have had so much better than that, and you went through it, and you took care of us. And yes, we did do this, this, and that, but dang, he wasn't right. How you just laying up letting somebody take care of your old grown lazy behind? Like straight up, straight talk. Who is raising these men at home? Because it got to be. It ain't about just because the woman chose wrong. What was your mama teaching you at the house? Now, don't get it twisted. My mother-in-law was the business. You don't know a word, she gonna make you write the whole dictionary. Tell you can't just say no word to her. She was a very well learned woman. But it was certain things that went on in the household from them slanging whatever they was doing whatever they was doing, that affected their children. So we keep forgetting what we placing in our households is affecting our children. Period. So who's raising these men? It ain't just about the woman choosing wrong. No, what was going on in your household? Because these race of babies that hate the ladies that make the babies, baby, they here and cracking. They're here and cracking. And some of them is grown. What Charlie tell that boy? That boy said, well, how you not going to call that a woman? He said, why should I have to call someone that's a man or woman? And hey, I don't, ban me all you want to. The truth is the truth. Well, I mean, it's unfair. He said it's a lot of men running around here acting like teenagers, but do we call them teenagers? Oh, wow. So I ain't got to necessarily say that because a person identifies as being a dog, we going to call them that. Parents call their children out their name daily and then wonder why the children acting that way. Because I've been wanting to do it. Nigga, you getting on my nerves if you don't get your life together. You know what I'm saying? But we don't realize those words can be hurtful and those words can create who they become later. Because we say crazy stuff when we're angry. That's why we need our brothers. That's why we need these men in the house. Charlie Wright, it's about family. He said the Anglo-Saxon Protestant household, the community that I'm from, we look down on men to get women pregnant and leave them there. I can tell you it's African tribes that do the same. A single mom, they ain't rocking with. A single woman with children, they ain't trying to hear it. The only place that goes on is here. And all this baby mama and you my baby daddy. That is the most disrespect. Never heard nobody say no, you my baby daddy. What kind of mess is that? We adopted that as the social norm. Mm-hmm. We that's sure did. Get mad when Charlie talk about the nuclear family and that's we need two-parent household. We need men that are gonna step once they plant that seed. You know, they talking about us having multiple baby daddies, but if you plant a seed and leave, that's not putting me in that situation, ain't it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Totally, totally putting you in the situation. And I was listening to you express about the titles. You know, look, we're pointing out the titles that the world keeps trying to make us label them. But I'm gonna say that that's the same thing we're doing within our organization because you're giving people titles they don't deserve that they have not earned. So why are we worried about calling somebody a grand sheet if they're not operating from a point of wisdom and leadership? That's a false narrative right there too. So we need to take the mask out everywhere. That's what I said. If y'all been noticing, so everything's in signs and symbols. So I've been, I've been AI in it for a few months. I've been on my AI game. You know what I'm saying? Because I know my brothers is on their AI game. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, let me go see what they do. Let me get on my AI game. You know what I'm saying? Baby, I've been posting the mystery machine. Because as I said last night, I'm not getting on a black bus, but I'll be in the mystery machine because we take a mask off, baby. You think the mask ain't coming off? Did y'all see the hands? I'm just gonna say, did you see the hands? I ain't gonna talk about it, but did you see the hands? Baby, they is fooling y'all. Y'all so sleep, y'all so in a coma, it don't make sense. And they did it just to see whose side you was really on. That was the trick to everybody. This was God's way. This ain't had nothing to do with man. Y'all keep thinking man has something to do with this. This stuff comes from on high. And when spirit touches you, ain't nothing nobody can do to you. When spirit touches your heart and says, you gonna do this, and I don't care if your life depends on it. If you love God, if you love Allah, you'll do it. You love all this other stuff that you do stuff for, you'll go out and purchase whatever you want. We go out and purchase our herbs, some alcohol, we do all this. Do we or don't we? But we ain't took no time to say, you know what? Let me work on myself. Maybe I should take this and maybe I should go to a meditation class. Maybe I should take a yoga class. Maybe I should go outside and sit in the sun and put my feet in the dirt and just be hot. That's why I love Georgia summers. I love sweating. I love being outside like, ooh, pull all that gold and silver and copper out my skin. Because when I start sweating in Georgia and that doggone melanin gets a shine, it just be bling, 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 like beautiful diamonds. So I love that. I love that about who we are, but that don't make us better than nobody. As I said last night, that makes nobody better than anyone. So coming from that place, that's where I'm saying we got to understand what this wilderness is about. Because I don't think people even clearly get that chapter of this teaching. I don't think they really get the chapter like half the people. Misery took me a while to get. And we the most miserable people there are. We're the most miserable people there are. Because we rush to misery. Pain and what is Frankie Beverly and Maze? Joy and pain. You can't have one without the other. And we rush to pain so quickly that we don't recognize joy when it's in our face. Dang, my brother was. We don't recognize the joy when it's in our face. We do not recognize it. We run from it. If we don't like it, it's too uncomfortable. We don't want to be happy. We don't want to be joyful. We don't want family dynamics. Oh no. Then that means we turn into these happy people that don't have excuses no more. That can't blame white tea. We can't blame nobody. As I was telling Sister Divine, I want to know, and it ain't throwing no race. This is for educational purposes only. We'll call our children a nigga in a minute. I want to know. I'm gonna be like Charlie right now. Have you ever heard them call their children hunky? A cracker. Cracker, get over here. Hunky, come here. You ain't never heard them disrespect their children like that. But we quick to call our children out their name. And you gave them one. And you gave them one. But we don't see Asians ain't talking about yellow boy, get over here. Ching Chong, get over here. You don't hear them talking to their children like that. We're the only people that disrespect our own children. And then we expect society to respect us because we black and because we went through slavery. Well, they went through slavery too. Every nation suffered slavery. We might have suffered it worse, but every nation did. None of it was right. We started it. Come on, Parliament. Come on, Dirty More. Come on, all of that. The Arabs sold us first. Let's just be honest. That's why what's going on over there with Netanyahu, or however you say his name, because it's time for this stuff to end. You can keep thinking that all this stuff, religion and the this and the that is going to hold. Baby, it's about self-preservation. It's about self-preservation right now. Ain't nobody thinking about you and your feelings and cause you and your emotions. Trump said, I ain't here to bring the country together. I'm just making sure I get to heaven. Cause I need to save myself. Like I said, he throws so many jewels out of the prophet's lessons in y'all's face that y'all be so caught up in so-called racism and white supremacy, educational purposes only, that you can't see past your own face. If you study these instructions the correct way and stop surface level in these instructions because it's 98 pages long, then we would get further than where we are. But we doing this to ourselves. I've been posting Charlie all day since I got up at 6 this a.m. I've been going hard with Charlie because everything he said was the truth. So however they had to bring the truth out, they brought it. Whatever they needed to make happen to make y'all eventually sit down and get ready for this truth. Because what he talking about is truth, but y'all I don't even think y'all ready for what's coming next when these masks come off. And all y'all around here talking this hate speech is about to be looking boo-boo face because it's your own been doing it to you. The prophet's own got him. That's why he's not here anymore. If them was his homeboys, you didn't have my back. They what our brother say last night. They was around him maybe 8 months, so he didn't know them. They was ops for real. I don't care what nobody say. Obviously, if he wasn't protected, you protect something that's that precious to you. And as one of my teachers said, yeah, he did have two wives. One wife left because she wasn't on that. She was like, bruh, you need to stay away from them. Men don't listen to their women. I'm grown. I'm a man. Yeah, you're acting hyper feminine right now because you're not being logical and you're not being directive. You're acting like me. So why you keep thinking this is a masculine thing to be, you're acting like a woman. You're being hyper feminine because you won't even sit down and listen to your woman with instruction and wisdom for you. Islam. Hmm. Right. I'm Charlie. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mhm. Because man is not the body nor the soul. He is a spirit and a part of Allah. You see what I mean? These people know the prophet stuff. When he say this Quran was sitting in the White House, y'all better understand what was being told. And y'all so lost because y'all so caught up in wanting to be in Chicago and finding out where the prophet's trust is. That y'all done missed the whole situation. And my teacher taught me that the prophet pulled an old Canaanite trick on all the Moors. And they still don't realize it. I'll be right back. Y'all can continue the conversation real quick. Yep. we coming together to do. Right. What I would say when we invite you to you know, whatever it may be, your retreat, your organization, your festivals, whatever. We're just coming together to prove our knowledge to each other, and we're not living out any of these three. So yeah, I won't be offended that we ain't actually got an actual initiative to accomplish. That's right. And to go because we got business to handle. We big mama. We supposed to be house clean, keeping house. We supposed to be tending to our own affairs within self, not going to meetings just so we can sit in the faces of people that already know what we know and see what we see. What about the rest of us? What about the world? What about real issues? You want to help get a ticket to this or that event, but what about practical needs that our people have right now? Why we don't have funds already together? Our funds already there to get to these meetings. Yeah. It's so small, and it's not to disrespect anybody's intent, but I read this book once. It was called The Well-Intentioned Rat, and it's just basically following up the intention and throwing it away because intention means nothing if you don't have a plan of action that you're really executing. So yeah, we need to find something else to do other than just meet. Islam. Islam. Would you like to say something, brother Islam? Nice seeing you again today. The build was so amazing last night.
Y'all got me thinking. I was just studying earlier, just taking notes, just like the brother had mentioned. I did have something to add to the situation that y'all was just talking about. As far as like going to the the boys ball in Chicago. I had pretty much the same view of what y'all just said. I said if we're gonna show up and do something, I feel like I would say let's just say people from different temples, let's just say the Southeast region. I feel like each one of our regions or temples should have worked on something the entire year. Whether that's collecting money, or doing fundraisers, and all of this stuff, we can come to the table and tell what each temple has done individually in their region. Because, like I said, living in Florida, I wish we just had more of a presence in this area down here. Florida and Georgia could hook up together, quarterly. Yes. Unite amongst each other in our different regions because Chicago can't do everything. They might have like the base of knowledge, but it doesn't make sense for us to just keep repeating the same things and going out there. It shows strength and our collective participation by showing up there. So I do get the reason for going there, but at the same time, I feel like we should be doing stuff in our individual temples and our region. Yeah. With solutions, we can possibly say, hey, we're going to do this like a parade. In China, they got parades and stuff. Yeah. Parades where they make all this money because holidays when we have holy days we should be benefiting off of that. You have the store, you have things to sell, or whether you have products or services, you should be doing this amongst each other. Like economics to the table. Each temple in each region in each city, that matters. And we could bring that kind of information to when we do decide to, go to Chicago, or even if every member can't make it, you got to send representatives. Right. Some kind of representation of each temple. And people know what we're doing, what's going on, and y'all could probably share concepts of services and things that we do in our own particular region that works for us. I feel like it should be those things should be covered. That's really just showing the progress of what the literature is. Yes. To the people. So representatives have like videos and they bring like this is what the Southeast is doing. And like, oh, that's nice. So instead of just having it in Chicago all the time, maybe they can come to Florida. Islam. Islam. Yes. Yes. And with that money being raised, maybe we could just give it to those areas. Islam. Come on now. See, you on this is what I'm talking about. See, you on what I'm on. Because I don't understand. We show up to these cities and we do all this stuff. And I ain't taking nothing from nobody. I ain't throwing no shade at nobody. But we'll show up in these places. We spend all this money to vend. We gathering of the gods. We doing these conventions. And then when we go back home, ain't no movement. Nothing's moving. Everybody's just sitting still. So what are we really doing? Like he said, the solutions.
And why, when we're going to these cities to do these big events, we ain't leaving some commerce there. We ain't leaving some kind of economic structure to show we was there, to show our footprints clearly cut that we went that way. But we can't keep showing our footprints clearly cut because we don't went and gathered a bunch of people together to go here or to go there. What if the internet go completely down? What did you put there to make sure it said, look, generational is still here? Them Moors left this grocery store. Them Moors left the school in California. The Moors left the farm in Florida. The Moors left a betterment in Baltimore, Maryland. Because one thing I'm going to say about Baltimore, supposedly that's where all the great Moors are, quote unquote. But now the mayor calling for Trump to send the doggone National Guard. What's really going on? Or the governor, the mayor, somebody. So I'm saying we got all these people with these powerful positions and things, and like the brother, we need solutions. So we hear that call. We should be more like he said, we was having a convention in Baltimore, one in Philly, one in Chicago, one in Florida, one in Georgia. We would be more strategically involved because everybody going to Chicago, they coming from other places. Well, I mean, when they leave, what's gonna happen? The numbers dwindle.
I see it being that, they call, Chicago the Mecca. It's good for everybody, do highs towards Chicago. That's the individual thing. I think that's beautiful. I'm not taking anything away.
That's right. Right.
At the same time, we should be able to have more involved at least once a year in our own area.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I like the regional thing.
Yes, I do too. I love that because it gives me it gives me Super Sunday. It gives me that New Orleans Super Sunday real Mardi Gras, not the Mardi Gras that they commercialized for everybody, but that real Mardi Gras, that real Super Sunday when they get out there and they putting on the indigenous and they dance and they having a whole situation. I can't wait to go because I can't wait the second line. I want to go down the street so bad. I just can't wait, y'all. I was like, shit. Come on.
That's a big thing.
Yes, it is very big in the South. You know, Georgia love the Battle of the Bands, boy. Them high schools go hard on the Battle of the Bands, baby. Okay.
He was actually in the band, and that's when I first went. I went to go support him, and never saw anything like that in my life.
I swear.
Live instruments.
Yes.
Everybody, in sync.
Mm-hmm.
Give off a different energy.
You ain't lying. It just ooh. Yes, you're right. No. They don't even do that. We love them drums. We love them instruments. We love that, boy, that Battle of the Bands. I used to do this young lady. She eventually went to Alabama State. Her brother works for NASA. She's a big time teacher, but her mom was a teacher too. And they all went to Tuskegee, excuse me. And so she was in the band, and her mom was a band parent, right? So every year I would go to the Battle of the Bands, y'all. That first year I was like, and it was all the high schools. And then I finally got to go to the one with the colleges. Man, when I tell y'all, he is not kidding you. I felt so on high. I was like, oh my goodness, because they just a boom, boom, and they all in sync. And then they playing all the music, all the music we love. So we rocking in the crowd. And it is just like the most beautiful thing to see it.
People don't realize, you ain't never been in front of a live band from all the stairs and all of that.
What?
These with a vibration. You ever felt the Holy Spirit feel like that? I'm talking about the sound, the instruments really raise your vibration. When you leave, you feel the energy still on the same way when the instruments still playing. It has some kind of vibratory effect on you.
Yes.
I love that. That's just my that's my wisdom on it. I just feel like we should be offering more to sit there and just keep reflecting on stuff like people don't already read this and ingest that. That's what the sheets are for.
Yep.
They're supposed to be doing that, making sure they're scaling what's going on with the people, making sure everybody got an understanding of what's going on. We have that structure already. We need to have more from each member, like ideas. So that's just me giving an idea. I haven't even really got what y'all really feel about it.
Oh, I love it.
You know what I mean? So it's like people need to be able to ask questions and bring the solutions to the table. I feel like that's what you
Yeah, and that's what convention is supposed to be about. Now, it's crazy because we have two different conventions. One's going on the week this cycle coming. It starts tomorrow and it goes through the next Saturday or something. So then the other Morris Science Temple of America has it on the original of October. So that separation right there, like it reminds me of, and I'm not throwing shade, this for educational purposes only, but it reminds me of the Rainbow Pride for us that happens in September. And then they got Rainbow Pride for the other people that happen in October. What kind of separation we racist toward each other is this? You talk about racism? You done took a Pride Day and you gave them one in October, and then you call the other one Black Pride. What?
To me, I feel like it's just a way to fund money on two different things.
It's long.
Everybody is winning off of both of these days.
But we should be able to come together. Like, even if someone, if they're having it, if they're having theirs this cycle coming, then we should have been supporting that, as you said, because this is what convention's supposed to be for, that you come to convention and you're coming with solutions. We're supposed to be voting on each other. Like, this is where the ballot and all that's supposed to come into place. You feel what I'm saying? When he's talking about the ballot, that's when this comes into place. He ain't talking about what y'all thought your civil rights was. That was not it. We have convention so that we can vote on who is going to be our representative, who's best fit. Let's see their work. Like you said, what's the work like? Let's look at the what have y'all done industriously.
And then where is the economy of it all? Because, like, for instance, you have your hair products. I release some astrology books, products alone. So if we had a temple here, let's say you and our temple, you got your hair products, I have my astrology books. It's some sisters in Chicago and brothers in Chicago that have products. So why don't this temple have money so that when we go to Chicago, we're buying products from them so we can bring it back to Atlanta, and then they're buying products from us so that we are also established in Chicago, or even if it's not buying, trading it off,
Yeah.
so that it helps us market what we have. So you ain't just only trying to push it on the internet or push it in your city. It's now nationwide because it can be in Chicago physically, it can be in Atlanta physically, it can be in Florida physically. Like, ants
Yeah.
don't just gather to have meetings. When you see ants go onto that ant hole, they all got a little crumb in their mouth.
Yeah, they taking something. The ant is taking something to the pile.
I'm not sure if y'all read or heard of Dr. Claude Anderson.
Oh yes, love Dr. Claude. Yes.
So just one of the steps that he was talking about, even in a big way. We have people that come from, Africa or just more from different places, right?
Mm-hmm.
They'll have a safe haven to come to when we get our community together.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's the community thing, the reason why certain people don't feel like they can congregate. So Atlanta is one of the places they can because it has a big African presence anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if different people wanted to travel to California, they're gonna want to be with the boys. They're gonna try to figure out what community and what representative they need to speak with, so they can feel safe, shop there, be in the right hotel, feel protected in those areas.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the things you gotta look for because it's cool to, you know what I'm saying? It's cool to just go to one spot, but we have to really be serious about our own districts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We do.
Because we know what Mecca is, but we still gotta represent Mecca in our own regions.
You're right. You're so right. Because this is a state of mind. We keep thinking it's a physical place, and all of this is a state of mind. All of this is a state of mind. Like what we're thinking somebody is doing to us is our state of mind because we've put ourselves there. Our thoughts have created everything. Nothing that you think, whether good or bad, you did it. You can't blame nobody for what you did to yourself. We've had over this amount of years, 1865, okay, it's 2025. We ain't came, like you just said. We could gather for all that. We could gather for cookouts. We can go to the concerts. We could gather to act a fool together on the corner while the children is spinning out of control and throwing each other out the car. We can do all of those things. But we can't do that same thing to come together to congregate to create solutions for our community. And that's our fault. That ain't nobody else's fault. Y'all got to stop trying to blame somebody else for what you doing to yourself. Because the prophet been gone too long for us not to done open these lessons up and really get into them to unfold ourselves into who we are. We make too many excuses, y'all. Too many excuses. Our excuses are like 1,000. But he did it, and he did it. Like my boy Charlie said, I can give you one better. When Jesus had to tell the people why they about to throw the rocks at Jezebel. Hold up now before you throw that rock. For any of y'all throw these stones, for you cast any stone. Then who ain't did that? Who is so clean? Who is just so pure? Because you cast this first stone, your butt need to throw them stones right back at you. So hit it and throw it at your face. And then he told her, don't do that no more. That's all he said. He didn't go and try to chastise her and correct her. And you gonna read this Bible and you gonna come to this temple and you gonna come to this church. He didn't say that. He said, just don't do that no more. I came to save you. The boat came to save you. Then don't do that no more.
And then, the funny thing too in that story, he also highlights how the men are attacking the woman, but it said this woman has been with 4 men, and the one she put down was not her husband. But them brothers quit lifting their skirts up. Quit lifting her skirt up. Y'all calling her filthy, but 5 of y'all done got in line to get with this woman that y'all down trying to degrade. Like, just yourself if you're gonna deem her filthy.
Yes, exactly. So see, we want to, and that's how we're viewing the world right now. We want to talk about somebody else's dirty house, and our house is just as dirty. But we want to talk about who ain't swept their house, as our brother said. What the prophet say? You gotta pick your own weeds out your own backyard. You can't be. Why are you over there trying to pick out other people's weeds? I know that's not exactly verbatim, but y'all know what I'm saying when y'all know these lessons. Y'all know what I'm saying when y'all know the lesson. Like we can't be out here trying to figure. Well, I should go over here and try to figure out everything they doing. Oh my God, they racist. Oh my God, they this. And you ain't even tended to your garden, and that's why everything's falling over and bent over and dead and burnt up, and you ain't paying attention to your own garden. So we definitely, I love what you're bringing, and yes, let me say this, yes, and yes, because I'm reaching out tomorrow so we can get started, because I'm tired of what I am tired of the movement always talking about what's about to happen, what we gonna do, what we trying to do. We ain't trying to do nothing, we doing it. We don't have to try to do anything. We are offered the same opportunities as anyone else. I'm gonna go back to Charlie because I'm trying to tell y'all it ain't one subject this man ain't hit on. That man said, well, you said that college is a scam. He said, well, it is. He said, you're being indoctrinated. Because he's asking to do, well, what do you take in college? And he told him, he said, so do you know such and such? He's like, no. He's like, do you know such and such? No. He said, well, you can't be learning economics if you don't even know those two people. So they're not teaching you anything. They're indoctrinating you. That's why I say it's a scam.
Rather than what we give ourselves credit for. Like, we can look at the social studies books when they had like the Boston Tea Party or whatever. They were taxing stuff and doing that. We can't tax something we should be doing a collective product or a collective service.
Islam.
Should be getting taxed and going right back into the temple.
Islam.
Something that we can do together, because that's how other industries have got have been, built in different places, like different countries. Like made in Japan was once hated on, made in China was once hated on and talked about. How everything was made in China.
Right. When everything used to say made in the USA. My t-shirts and stuff, you say made in the USA, 100% cotton. And to be honest, no, it wasn't right for us to have to pick it, but you know that cotton is the highest vibration you could put on your body.
You said cotton and wool is
Mm-hmm.
That would be the real word. Let's say, I guess it's the aura. It does something to our aura.
It does.
Well, it doesn't hinder the electricity flow throughout the body, while the synthetic fibers stop the electrical current in the body.
Yeah.
The electric current of the body to move naturally.
Yep. So last night when y'all seen I had on that Ethiopian dress, That thing's made handmade, 100% cotton, and it's handmade in Ethiopia. When I put it on, I'm telling you, I could wear the long sleeve of those dresses. The energy I feel in it, I feel like royalty. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm like, oh, I see why these people put this on every day. I see why.
We got people that make clothes. Like I'm doing my thing with the clothing line. That's what I got on my TikTok page or whatever.
Okay.
Everybody has something to offer.
Yes.
Different ways. It's just that we just got to make it happen. Like you said, conceptually, Black people are boys and boys that don't unconscious boys know that they're supposed to that basically the concept that we can use, like let's say the fairgrounds happen every year. Everybody go to that.
Yep.
Stuff like that. We don't necessarily have to have rides on all these machines.
Yep.
We can do something that references, our literature that we can have fun with. Certain games and stuff like that. I know most of us play spades and play chess and do things like that. We come together and do things like that.
Yep.
Playing, 2K25. Maybe we brought the game out. I know my brothers do all that. We do all that anyway.
Yep.
Just having fun. Those are things we can experience in public places.
I love it.
A facility to where we can inhabit those places. We don't need to always, rent a spot out.
Right.
We need to be owning our spot so we can keep our money like that.
Yep.
And those funders we need to fund for big facilities. They don't necessarily have to be just physical temples all the time. We need money making money right now.
Yes.
Fund a temple, a huge temple later.
Yep. Right.
Because we got to put up businesses, the money already in motion.
Right.
Check at this point.
It's long. And we could be and actually like I would like with my product line and the stuff that I do, my ultimate goal is to create that to be a source of jobs for people. So whether it's my sister in Kansas and her babies, that I want to make sure that they have a stock, whether it's 10 butters and 10 shampoo bars. But those 10 butters and shampoo bars and conditioner or whatever comes from my line goes to them, and everything that they profit is theirs. Now they might have to give back 10% just to help us get more product going, but I want them to get a chunk of it. I've always wanted to be the one to take over the beauty supply industry, because being a hairstylist and understanding the ins and outs of what that beauty supply is, they're so collective in that thing. So they own all the warehouses are up and down Beaufort Highway in Georgia. So any beauty supply that y'all go to, I promise you the warehouse is here. These warehouses are huge and they're all owned by them. You go in there, they got products stacked you can buy anything. You hear me? From the clothes to the nails to the whatever, they got it on lock. But you know what they do? When we call and we open our beauty, as much as these women are opening beauty supplies, but when you call the number, guess what language you don't speak? And this is how they keep their collective. You don't speak Cantonese, and they know it when you call. So you get transferred to a whole nother price list. So maybe they pay $5 for a pack of hair. For one pack, right? They might pay $3 for that one pack of hair. Over here on this one, you're paying $10 for that pack of hair. Now you see why it's hard. And they say, why y'all so expensive? Because of the price point that they give us. But if we took control of that back, and I know a way to take control of it, we find a certain person to do for us, to work for us, so that we can control that sector. Because at one time that was ours and ours only. So how did some foreign person come over and take over? And they have, when I said Beaufort Highway is long, and it's there, that's where most Mexican businesses are, with shopping centers, not just one little shop. They got a whole shopping center. They got beauty supplies out here that took over Best Buy in Circuit City. That's how much they do beauty out here. It's ridiculous. And we still don't own 1% of it. We still don't own 1% of it. No different than the marijuana industry. As much as it might be legal here, and there, go look at how many people that look like you that really own what they're doing.
They like to put us at the face of everything on commercial.
Yeah.
It's like no business. We make everything look cool.
Like
we just trend everything. So it's not like we are already we just need to be the owners of what
we buy. Yep.
That's our only thing. We got everything else. We got the wisdom to do it too. We just got to put it in motion. I think people are scared to lead.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are scared to lead. They don't want to look at it as failures or something don't work out. But you know, that's not a leader trait. You got to just go in here first and don't stop.
So, brother, I want to point out what you just said. Islam, everyone, Islam, y'all can come up if you want to. I might not see you, but come up to the stage. What you just said is what I was making a point of last night when it comes to business. You're not ready to be a business owner if you're not ready for that, what he just said. I don't care who you is and what you think you got. If you ain't ready for what he just said, you ain't ready to be no business owner. Period. Period. You're not. Like I said, I've been doing it. I was 23 years old when I bought my first salon. 23. I came out of hair school at 19. So I went and got that on my own. My mom gave me $1,500. The other $9,000, I paid that lady every week, $500 out of my pocket. So I still took care of two children or three? Two children. I hadn't had the third one yet. I was pregnant, I think. Two children, a shop, a household to take care of with a husband that barely wanted to go make sure he stayed employed. But before we got together, he always had a job. But because he see me, oh, she make all the money. I ain't gotta do nothing. Yeah, who? Wait, hold up, shawty. This shop costs $900 a month. That house is another $800 a month. I got 2 phone bills, 2 this, 2 that. And I did that thing. So when you saying what you saying, it all depends on what you're gonna put into yourself. Because you can invest into yourself to make anything happen. Because as much as they was like, I couldn't do it, I did it. And I had a very successful salon in Colorado. And I sold my successful salon that always the Broncos came, Dwayne Carswell, Ian Gold, Al Wilson. I could keep going to all the Broncos that I have serviced in their family. Rod Smith. I can keep going and keep going and keep going. Because I've always been this type of person. I've always been a people person. So even coming from that, when I came to Atlanta, I'm like, y'all, I'm used to being around money. What y'all got and trying to floss me is nothing to me. I done been in big mansions. Because I done been around the Super Bowl people. I partied, Shannon Sharpe, I see them all the time. Terrell Davis, all the time. Like all these people were right there and they would come get their haircut, whether it's by a barber, whether I was shampooing their hair to make sure they was going to get it braided, because I ain't braiding nobody's hair. I got too many other clients to do. You know, but I'll shampoo you because they like, Tay, you get the best shampoo. And Al Wilson literally would pay me $50 every time he came. Tay, just shampoo my hair. Here's your easy 50. That's less than 15 minutes. All right, just blow it out so I go get my hair braided. All right, peace. But that was what I built with them. Those were my relationships. And to this day, them still my people.
I went to high school with Russell Dad.
Okay.
I remember the day he told me he got a deal. He always rapping and all that.
Uh-huh.
And, everybody was proud of him when his song always turned up.
Uh-huh.
Took off. So it's like we have people, we have the connections. Somebody next to somebody.
Yes, we do. Somebody's connect. Let me tell you, and I'm from Colorado. So when I'm giving you that story, I'm talking about I was living at home. So when I came to Atlanta to do this, that wasn't nothing new to me to be around people like that. So I didn't get all starstruck. I got starstruck when I first met Monique. It tripped me out. And I was Chili's hairstylist on set. So why am I nervous going up to, and I see Monique and I just froze. I was like, wow, that's Monique. I'm fixing Chili's hair. I'm going like this. And I'm like, that's Monique. And then she looked at me and I hurried up and ran on stage. I don't know what happened. I was like, wait, that's Monique. Like, I love Miss Parker. That's all I could think about when I looked at her. Like, oh, that's Nikki Parker. I loved it. So, it's those type of things that, I really enjoy. And it's just the fact of being able to experience these people. Not to make it a thing, but literally to say, that means nothing to me. A title? Really? Y'all been to Grammy parties. I've been with Big Boy, Andre. My ex-husband went to school with them. He went to school with Jermaine Dupri. He made fun of Jermaine Dupri because he stayed in the band room. And I said, well, you should have been his friend. Because maybe you would have picked up an instrument and maybe we wouldn't be in the position we're in.
Another reason why we should treat each other better with respect.
Islam.
Never know nobody's talent.
Nope.
And, real education means to grow out.
Mm.
So it's like we gotta look for the best in people because you don't know what's coming out of the next person.
Islam. Come on.
So you gotta respect God and man. So that's what we gotta do.
I love it. You like say anything, Sister Shonda, Sister Divine? Y'all want a Camelback? I see them fire chats, and I see people in the chat, but I ain't really been able to read it because I can't really see it. That's why I wanted it on the computer. No.
Like we need to start making some decisions that actually action plan.
Yeah. Yeah, we have, and it is time. It's time for action. So I know after this, I want to link my brother. I want to link is other people that I have to answer back to too. But I want to link because I'm really ready to get this going for real. Like if we can plan something even for the next spring coming up in Florida, or whatever, even if it's don't it kind of stay warm in Florida? If it's a December thing, I don't care. Like something that we can gather together to meet up. So even if it's just a meet and greet day for us to come together and join and build together in person, I think it would be cool. Florida ain't but down the street. I mean, depending on where you at, I know I can get to a part of Florida in 4 hours. Destin. Come on, Jacksonville. Oh Lord, look what's going on. we done turned this into a Madden Live. The Falcons. Oh wow. I need them to win a game so they can pay for this stadium.
Jaguars, they ain't doing so. They only do well sometimes. Sometimes they show up, sometimes they don't.
Okay. I was a big Bronco fan. I don't do football too much no more, but I don't mind getting into it. I know the game. I was a cheerleader, so I know the game. Like I can still watch a game with brothers, and my friends would be like, "Say, how you know this? Y'all, I live in a house full of men. What you mean? I am the only woman in the house of 5 men. I ain't got no choice. I mean, I was a cheerleader, but baby, I do know. I know all kind of calls they make with their hand. I be like, oh yeah, pass interference. First down. You didn't make it to the fourth. No fourth down. Okay, go back. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Football team. I know the guys coaches. I got homies right now. That's coaches the minor leagues for the football team and stuff like that.
Okay.
No parents don't show up.
Yes.
Don't show up to see their children play football, whether they in high school or grown men. We can have leagues from children to the adults, and we can play each other in different cities. We can start our own league.
Yes.
Rent out, or we can buy what they call it, recreation center.
Yes, these old recreation centers.
You got such and such state or city against this city. We can come out there. We can just. That's how it can start off. These are things that we can do without much prompting.
Okay. All right. That sounds like a plan. I'm excited. These are the things I'm talking about. We do have a brother in the movement. I call him AGS. That's just what I call him because he's gonna always be that to me. His name is Brother Cecil's Bay. He's an amazing chef, but he also makes Moorish clothing cool. Like he has a whole line of clothing based on the Moors, but also has an athletic line of clothing too. That's supposed to be for those type of things. He really was pouring into it. You know what I'm saying? But when we all parted away from the temple, like he just was like, I've been so hurt, I'm cool. But he's so amazing still. And I know he would still be willing to do the work It's just a lot of times, a lot of people don't want to be linked back up into something that they feel is not really making the movement that they're wanting to make. And even though they're pouring their all into what they're doing, into the movement, it's not showing the love back. So I know that he if I reach out, that we would be willing, he would be probably willing to even to sit down with all of us to discuss that. And I think that would be a great thing. I think the sisters, we need double dutch, we need a double dutch organ, little situation. Just things that we could do, too, even with the brothers, but keeping it, between us. Because we can do flag football. I can run some flag football with y'all. Girls versus the boys. Yes. Come on, soccer, volleyball and soccer. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Mhm. That's right. Yes.
All we have to do is name the name, make them official, and then whoever got the most, members that's willing to, participate. We gotta think logically too, like these areas they got the most members, so they can actually form a team and they're gonna come to practice and they're gonna do this.
Mhm.
And then build, what I'm saying? Just build from there.
Yeah, because we can even create for the elders. Because I love the other day when I was at the elders line dance performance. Man, y'all, them elders is out there dancing. I said they out here dancing better than some young folks. They were getting it too. They were getting it. I was like, okay. That would be dope for our elders because they enjoy line dancing. They enjoy it. It's not too. It's not too much. It's very just keeping the body movement, and we can keep our elders moving. So even forming things like that too would be really amazing so that we can make sure we're covering all aspects because we still got to understand that we're here. We're mortals, y'all. So how are we going to start taking care of ourselves as that, as immortals?
Somebody playing jazz, somebody can own a jazz club. We'll be right there with the jazz.
Yes, come on. Playing the instruments. I'll sing for y'all. That's right. Mocktails. Mocktails are the thing. I love it. Yes. 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 Facts. That's beautiful. Wow, you brought so much light today. You brought the light. You brought the sunshine. You brought the sunshine today. You weren't playing, was you? I love this. See, and these are the things we do. We need these things because our babies need to see this. Because my babies that live in Kansas always say, "Well, what are we doing? Like, what are y'all doing? Why are we not doing nothing?" You know what I'm saying? So the baby shouldn't see that and be wondering, well, y'all keep talking all this stuff and y'all keep this, and we ain't this and we ain't that. Well, what are we doing? Because we ain't none of that. Are we doing anything to better us? So we need to be the example for our babies. We can't make these excuses any longer. No more. Because everything you just brought is straight solution based. And it's so easily obtainable.
We already we just have to own what we do already. And Asia, they got a big presence of doing kung fu and all that. We got a big thing dealing with boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Or we got the sports team, good in every sport. So why not have all of that?
Yep. We are. We are.
I seen N1. Y'all know about N1.
Oh yes. What?
Like, was that not a big thing?
Oh, it was great.
Like every tape.
Mm.
I used to be big in basketball. Every day.
Did you?
Basketball. You probably take that in the shower. I was well known in the city for balling in my friend. He was like 6'1" in the 6th grade. So we used to just go around and terrorize the city with basketball. So
wow. All right.
I know a lot of people have ambitions. A lot of people want to play. If we could just put it together.
Yeah.
And monetize off of it. Have a percentage of the business that make money go to something in service for our people. And and let everybody know that that's what that is. You can just say 7%, just just for the 7.
Mm-hmm.
Every business, you know what I'm saying? And when we throw events, 7% of all those businesses just pay 7%. They got to go to rebuilding something, or doing something for our elders, or doing something for the children. We got to invest in a skill set.
Yes.
Start some type of guild, and where we can learn different trades.
Yes. Yes.
Children, parents would want to join if they got something where their kids to go and they know it's educational or something that's provided as far as a program.
Yep.
Like, who wouldn't want to be like, oh, the boys doing something for the children? They can learn how to paint. They can learn how to weld.
Yep.
They got these programs and stuff like that to keep children off the street.
Yep.
Give them no place to go. They're not going to weld.
Thank you. Because I, and it's funny you say that, because I was doing a class with my sister's daughter and her little brother, but now he's in college. And I would come over every Wednesday to do a hair class with them. So I would teach him how to barber and I would teach her how to braid. So I had them get their mannequins. We got them some, the brothers some clippers. And it was so joyful to me. And then one time I did it it was a dance camp that came to Atlanta with a girl that I used to work with. And so it was about 13 girls. And one day I took them and we just sat and we braided. Some of them were so fresh. Some of them cried because they couldn't get the braid right. But it brought so much out of them once they were able to do it. I was like, look, all that frustration you were building, you were blocking yourself from catching what you were catching. And the girl, she was just like, I'm just not confident. And I was finding out how bad these girls were dealing with their self-esteem. Just even through the braiding, I found out how bad they were dealing with self-esteem, how bad they were dealing with the connections with their parents, whether one girl was living with her dad, but she was, man, when I say a fighter, she was ready to fight. And she only was with her dad. So she had nothing but masculine energy, like she ready to fight everybody. And she wasn't no little girl. You know what I'm saying? But by the time we were done, even through the braiding, she was like, thank you, Mama Latte. Thank you. This really helped me. I feel like I feel different now. So I feel we can touch lives in those ways, and it ain't got to be much. And I was barely charging like $50 a week for that. And it don't matter how many is there, I want to be able to be a service to my people. And a lot of this stuff I do, I just go and I do it because it's from my heart. It ain't that I'm looking for anything from anyone or to say anything. And it's just I do it because I'm like, this is what I'm here to do. Why do I have this gift and I'm not sharing it with nobody? I can't take this with me. Once my hands decide they don't want to do no hair no more, I need to be able to bless someone to take on this amazingness I got, because I'm dope with the hair. Don't get it twisted, baby. I am sick with some hair. I am top tier on some hair. My registrar, what? All over the world. And it's not to be that, but I'm very confident in who I am, which I wasn't before. Before I got in television and film, I wasn't that confident. Before I came into Morris Science, I wasn't as confident as I am, because now I love myself so much. I love myself a whole lot. That's why I say I'm a fool for the prophet's teachings. I'm a fool for you. I sure am. That's the only fool I'm gonna be for is for the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. I ain't being no fool for these people out here on these streets, though.
Civil rights leaders to us being human rights leaders.
Ooh, come on.
Everybody here just doing acts of service for our people. We don't have to sit here and just kick it for the woo. We're doing it for the people for real.
Yeah.
We also see each other as family.
Yes.
We represent the nationality. We represent our nationality.
Islam.
So you coming in here with a different type of love.
That's right. That's right. And that's what that's what the vetting has to be about. That's why it's gonna be important. Even as we're building these things, we have to vet these people. You just can't come in because you say this is but what is it? Because we're the founders of what we're bringing, right? We're gonna be the founders of this. So we're gonna vet you to come in, because what are you bringing? You can't just say, I'm just coming to be here. We need you to bring something with you. I don't care if you know how to sew, knit. It doesn't matter what you know how to do. Bring a skill with you, a skill set that can help us, because your skill set may help improve our skill set. Each one teach one all the time. Each one teach one at all times.
And my mom, she's a massage therapist, and my sister, she's an herbalist.
Come on.
So those things, and I think about this all the time. When I think about guilds, I think about our titles. Our titles is like the branch right over what the guild could be.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll be judges or teachers. That's where you got your teachers at, and the school system and all of that. And we got to have our own curriculum.
Ooh, come on. Come on.
So we don't have to wait for people. We can teach people now. I mean, we got enough to study. We got our history already.
Yes, we do.
Math is, you can catch on the math. You know finances, you know some math.
Yeah, yeah,
so,
yeah.
So it's like you don't have to throw the ball so far. We ain't that far that we gotta throw it. It's right in our section. What we gotta do. We gotta what's right in our awareness, right in our circle.
Yeah.
Know how to move. Just be open where we are now.
What y'all think? That's so invigorating. I'm loving it.
Yeah, somebody told me that you don't have to see the entire road. You just gotta see where the light shines from your headlights. Worry about that distance before you get to the rest of the darkness. Try to get out there too far, you're gonna miss what's right in front of you. You gotta deal with what's like right in front of us.
Islam. So I love he said that. When I used to date this truck driver, he said in the test they tell you got to make sure you can at least see 3 miles ahead of you so you can see what might be ahead of you. I love you said that, the way you said it, but it reminded me of when he said that, because when I be driving, I'll be trying to see how far I can see ahead. Not taking my eye off of what's in front of me, but literally seeing where that road is leading.
Right. I agree.
Islam. What is sister? The light is always at the end of the tunnel. Islam. And we need to learn how to take that narrow. Stop thinking because the wide road just looks easy. Because the prophet said, I know I've met my Moors along the way. I know who my true Moors are. I already met them along the way. There's some that might claim to be, but I know who they are. I know who my real Moors are. I know who the true Moors are. I know who they are, and that they walked with me even then and walk with me today. Because spirit don't go nowhere. Spirit man don't die. That's why he said, if you believe in the reincarnated prophet, y'all that believe in the reincarnated prophet, y'all get together and have your meeting. Because you believe in the spirit. You know the spirit still exists. It ain't just because it's a reincarnated prophet and it's a body there. It's because he's talking about the spirit of the person. That's why I say we can't go off of this, they're this, racist, they're that, because Charlie has an Asiatic spirit. I don't care what nobody says. That man was about family. He was about standing on his faith. And he said, if I'm going to be remembered for anything, I want to be remembered for that. And I was fighting for the family structure to come back. So as much as people might not like that he said we 75% without our fathers in the house, I think it's even more, but he was correct. Everything he's saying, you can't tell us he ain't telling the truth. If you're offended, that's because there's something in you that you ain't doing right. If you're offended by anything that man has said, because everything I seen him say, I'm like, well, shoot, I don't see a lie in it. I don't. And he ain't trying to make himself be better than nobody, because he said, I barely made out of high school, but I have intelligence. See, that's the difference. He said, I probably could read 100 books in a year. He's not going, I read 50,000 books this year. He said, sometimes I read about 100 books a year. But that doesn't, I'm still intelligent though. He was like, so you can really help yourself. You can really teach yourself. Because if we were intelligent like that, we could understand that we could degree ourselves. Go in a library and sit down and read a whole lot of stuff and be like, oh, I'm going to be a doctor. Okay, let me go in this law library and this library. Let me see how you do that. The Hands That God Made was the perfect movie to state that. That man didn't go to school, and he performed the first open heart surgery on an infant. He was a brother. He just worked for the doctor cleaning up, but as he's in there cleaning, he's degreeing himself. And the hands so steady of our brothers, Because that's why they could cut hair with them clippers. You got to have a steady hand to get that lining right. If that hair gets to shaking, that line gonna be leaning. If he ain't sitting up right, that line leaning, and so he gonna have to walk like this for it to look like it's going correct, right? Exactly. Islam. Islam. Fact.
Yeah, I feel like what's standing in the line. I feel like you were saying, I was on top of it. You said talking about the people that's ready, that's good wars, but they're unconscious wars. I got friends that if they seen the movement, people actually moving with the rhythm
Mm-hmm.
and tradition of something practical, they would be here right now. They look at me like that.
Okay.
They ask me about certain stuff and what I'm into, and I tell them, and I break stuff down. They're like, "Yo," they're like, "Where y'all at?" They're like, "Where y'all at?" They want to be a part, but I know how they feel. You know, this is my area. I know these people. I know how they feel about certain things.
Yeah.
Even in Georgia, I know how they gonna feel about it. Like, you ain't busy doing that better than what we got going on with our program.
Yeah, we ain't tripping.
They not transition.
Mm-hmm.
They feel like it's gonna be a lot. They might make lifestyle change. They gonna want to know what's better about what you got going on. When I hear the confusion and people fussing about this, and that, that's higher than the program at this point. If that's what we're talking about all the time, they gonna feel some type of way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They see all that confusion and drama in the street already.
Yep. You're right. And that's what you see a lot of when you go online. You just see more debate. I ain't even gonna call it debating. They be arguing with each other. They're not even debating because debating isn't. There's no emotion in it. There's no emotion in debating. Watch The Great Debaters. If you've never seen the movie, watch The Great Debaters. There's no emotion in debating. They be arguing, trying to get their point because they want you to think how they think, not give you thought for yourself. Islam, sis, did you want to say? Y'all want to say something? My apologies.
But I'm listening like, yes, I'm excited about it. We need to schedule a day to come offline and have a meeting of the mind, or do it on Zoom, a conference call.
Yeah, for sure.
Whatever. You can actually start rolling out some plans or, pass out assignments. So you can be working on this, I'm working on this, your brother working on that. And so, when we come together, we got some concrete things going on because we're not an attractive organization right now. I'm a baby in this organization. I just started studying with the Moorish American degrees of understanding. What's like November, maybe last year or so. And it's practice. If it wasn't already for the degrees of knowledge that I already brought to the book to get knowledge from the book, I would have hightailed it as soon as I got here because it's like, what is it? We got to bring some life into the movie. We got to resurrect the movement by making it an actual movie. And I like what you said about the debaters too. People always look at my slimness and like, were you in high school? Were you an athlete? No, I was actually on the debate club. I've always loved literature, reading, writing, debating, right? You couldn't even participate in high school in our debate club if you didn't have your emotions checked. So that you wouldn't even get assigned to a debate without having your emotions in check. So it's really showing us a leadership problem we have too. So that's why that vetting and qualifying is so important.
Yes.
Because we need people who have emotional balance to be in leadership role.
Yes.
And that's the only way we're going to grow this. And it's practically you. Because ultimately they are the people. So
yes, they are.
Elders sitting there, then that's an unaliving situation, right?
Exactly. So even with what you said, even in that, like we need those. We need to create a debate team for our children, whether they're middle to high school, the middle school to high school children, the debate team, so they can really learn conflict resolution. I think that would be a great platform for them because I've been saying, what can we do to help our youth really get on a level of look, we could take them from this debate team. We could create, like you said, all these gifts we have. Like my thing, I have a whole skeleton for a cosmetology course because I was a part of a school and I was on the board for it. So we were getting this art school together. It's called VPAC, and it's a vocational school where we have cosmetology, agriculture, we have engineering. Like you want to be a engineer, like on the board with as a producer, engineering from different sectors. Drama, theater, all of these things that give the arts back to our children, because even the prophet says in our Quran that you teach the arts and science, you can make a child's life, they can be happy. Like teaching arts and science is a big thing. So we need to get into that, because creative writers come out of debates, and we could create a creative writing for the younger sector, for our elementary school children, so they can learn about that creative writing. I had a little sister that could tell the best stories because she lied good. She was a great liar, so she was a great story writer because she can lie. My mom be like, her stories are so believable. They're like excellent. I'm like, yeah, because she knows how to lie well.
In that, like that's the higher and lower
Islam.
Of, I just was telling you yesterday how my sister, she spoke about how she the most of these people. Girl, you're an incredible actor. If you can just make yourself cry in the jungle down,
Yeah, you were saying that.
What's actually going on in front of you, like that's great acting.
Yes, it is.
I would love to see a more severity involved in our spoken word.
Oh, spoken word. So yes, we definitely need to plan a day. When we come off, we need to message each other, all four of us, message each other. Let's build this thing. Let's because it's takeover time. We have nothing holding us back at this point. While they doing what they doing, tearing up the world, because while we are here, they are tearing the world apart. They are over in London tearing it up. The Brits, Elon told the Brits, it's fine to get up out of here. Y'all, he ain't said that to us over here. He told his own that. Because they ain't right over here. Y'all gonna either tear it up or they gonna take y'all out. What y'all gonna do? The people are tired. We the only ones docile talking about, oh, I don't know, Master might get us. Master sick, y'all. Master sick, he might get us. We don't want to stir up too much. So we gonna be quiet. Y'all be quiet now. Y'all gonna be talking on that online about that stuff. Master gonna get you now. I ain't scared of no master. Hmm.
Like, we celebrate what happened to Charlie, but we didn't do it. So we're all loud on the internet. Yay, like it benefited us. Well, why you ain't do it? And I'm not wishing that.
Nobody.
But I'm saying I'm still celebrating what other folks doing, and we ain't doing nothing to celebrate us. Like, come on now.
Right.
That's the equivalent to the hyenas on the line.
Ooh.
When they see Mufasa go down, they just hub over the person that lost power. You gotta watch out for people like that. They'll do that to you too. They ain't got no loyalty to nobody.
Come on. Because they don't have no loyalty to they self. That's the part. They don't even have the loyalty to they self, let alone can have no loyalty to you. Oh man, that's a good one. He said like on the Lion King. Y'all catch that? He said on the Lion King, like the hyenas. That's how we acting right now. Yep.
Like that's the animal spirit in man. You know what I'm saying?
Animal.
I can see that. Yep. With just certain people, it's draining too.
It
they
is.
get entertainment off the singing, whether you fail. It's like if you rise, they real quiet.
Yep.
Like ain't nothing really happened. No praise that came from their mouth, they just quiet. That's something happened. They forming them cliques and starting a demonic chant around themselves.
Ooh, come through. He said starting them demonic chats around themselves, honey. Y'all starting demonic chats around yourself. You so, brother, you be giving it.
It ain't no. It's. I see a lot, but I try not to.
Say it.
I don't want to say a lot. Say a lot. But like I said, I'm watching a lot.
Yeah.
Just like y'all doing. Y'all observing just like me. We seeing the same thing.
Yeah.
We don't respect that kind of behavior, but as well as be the people that's leading off trying to do something, bring a solution
It's long. That's so true. So very true, y'all. So very. Oh my goodness, y'all be. I'm ready. Oh, he done got me just ready, 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 ready. Because, like I said, we don't need somebody else's stuff because they got a piece of paper or maybe they hold a secret or we don't need that because that ain't what we on. We ain't trying to clickbait you. We ain't here to try to get. I'm not here to convince nobody or nothing. That's on you to save yourself. I'm not here to convince you of that. I'm not here to convince you to get in the temple. I'm not here to convince you of none of that stuff. But when y'all tell somebody y'all gonna do something, this is one thing I have to say, y'all, because I want to talk about this because we need to, as we're going through this motion of building with each other, this chapter is gonna be very important for us. But I want to say this to the Moors that do have these temples and whatever you got going on. If you're gonna say you're gonna do something for someone, like if your sister needs assistance, you supposed to go to her aid. So if anybody out here, they done said y'all were supposed to send them something, whether it's a one-on-one, it's a nationality card, y'all need to start doing what y'all supposed to do because y'all got people out here just left unprotected. And when you got the power in your hand as a so-called grand chief, grand governor, grand god, grand whatever y'all call yourself to be, whatever title you want to put on your name this cycle, there are people out here that is promising people stuff and they ain't living up to their promise. And y'all need to stop that. I don't have a problem telling nobody none of it. Because it's a shame that there's someone sitting that's been waiting on a nationality card forever from someone that claims that they do great temple work. And I'm not taking it from them that they don't do good temple work, but don't tell nobody you gonna do nothing for them and you don't do it. Like that's what we gonna stop doing. Because if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna show up and do it. If Sister Shonda know I'm going through and she like, sis, I'm sending you $20. Her or Sister V, they sending it. I may say I don't want it. I'm good. I'm cool, y'all. Still, it's the fact that if you gonna say you gonna do something, y'all better do it.
Not protecting our people. We don't have a network set up. Like to even be a little vulnerable without telling my business. You know, I ended up in a situation in Chicago. Why did I end up in that situation? Because I'm supposed to have brothers and sisters that can help me when I was in a situation like that. You know, I should have never been in Chicago. I should have been with been in Chicago with one of my Moorish American brothers and sisters. Like, why do we have people out here with real life needs and we have no systems in place to help them? But we mad at the government? We mad at Charlie? We mad at Trump? Why are we mad at these people for what we want to do for ourselves?
Right.
I watched Cardi B last time and I'm frozen. Somebody came on her TikTok and said, now the person could have put out this serious, but they say, can you please send me $20? She say, send me $20. You send me $20. Buy my CD. You know, not fun to me. It didn't hit me the way it hit everybody else. Because what if they really needed
$20? And that might have been your chance. That might have been her chance to be her God's self and to show a higher energy. But don't even know when God's testing you. Entertaining angels and you don't know you entertaining them.
We let the church select out each time, and they did absolutely nothing with it. Well, a man around God, yes, he with tithes and offers. But we still ain't establishing nothing. Because that 10% thing you said, that's right. That's the first law, where you're going to give them the product so they can eat. But in turn, you got to sow a seed back so that the tree can keep producing fruit.
Islam.
So we don't need to have an offering so that whether it's help with your rent, whether it's your stranded somewhere, need transportation, whether it's, you know, some of our sisters have issues where they can't breastfeed.
Yeah.
So that sister needs some type of supplement to be able to feed her baby. Now everybody can have breastfeed out of course without acting like you ain't got no food for your baby and you without gave you. Because that blows me. Like we had to send like shorts, oh, what I'm gonna feed my baby. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, for real. For real.
We overlook God has given us. And we're supposed to be more fruitful, and we're not fruitful because we're not giving that to the tree. We're just fruit. Nobody plant that 10% back in the tree.
Mm-hmm.
And putting it in over righteous hand. So, and how do you know if somebody's righteous by their deeds?
Yeah.
Their deeds. So you can't have somebody that's standing up saying, I'm a grand chief and I have degrees of knowledge, but everybody that experiences your lower nature. See, because the way you show up one way is the way you show up with one thing is the way you show up with everything.
Islam.
So yeah, we need to be vetting people and putting some real leadership in place and then establishing systems that can really bring our people together, build trust. Because you can't help somebody when they're down and when they're in need. Why should they listen to you? Not that we owe you money, but if I'm hungry and you coming to me talking about some 101, I can't hear you. My stomach cramps.
Yeah.
So
that's when the Asiatic covenant kicked in. Read that. It's gonna tell you right then, like she was saying, you gotta beat up for your sister, you gotta beat up for your brother. That's how we keep the benefits from our forefathers going.
Islam.
That we show up to each other.
Islam.
Gotta demonstrate that love. The Asiatic covenant.
Islam.
That's something that gotta be personal when you doing a lot.
Islam. So while he's talking about that, I'm gonna read the Asiatic covenant for those that have never heard it. Okay, I'm gonna read it for y'all. Islam, the divine instructions from the Holy Prophet, chapter 25. We always say the divine instructions because this is inner. Construct is out. This is going in. That's why I say ain't nobody divinely instructing themselves. From the Holy Prophet, chapter 25. Not saying everybody, I'm just saying it's certain people. A holy covenant of the Asiatic nation. Ye are the children of one father, provided for by his care, and the breast of one mother has given you suck. Let the bonds of affection, therefore, unite thee with thy brothers, that peace and happiness may dwell in thy father's house. And when ye separate in the world, remember the relation that bindeth you to love and unity, and prefer not a stranger before thy own blood. If thy brother is in adversity, assist him. If thy sister is in trouble, forsake her not. So shall the fortunes of thy father contribute to the support of his whole race, and his care be continued to you all in your love to each other. Did the brother just not say that's what will help us continue our forefathers and foremothers' energy and lineage, economic system, all of that? That's why this covenant is important. People take this covenant as a joke. They take this covenant because it's only 5 little situations, but yet it's bigger than the whole situation. Islam, Facebook. My apologies if I didn't see you. Not sure who that is, but hey, Islam. So that, as you said, that speaks volumes to even what we're building, and that will be our mission for this group, this collective that we are creating right now, that we have put into the atmosphere, that is coming back as powerful as we're making it right now, because we're pushing out the energy that needs to be pushed out. You know what I'm saying? What we'll do in private is what we gonna do, but our mission is based off of this holy covenant of the Asiatic nation, because we're gonna make sure we're assisting each other. We're gonna make sure of these things, because that's your vetting process. Do you live love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, or do you just say that out your mouth? Because through your words and your deeds, it's gonna show. The deeds that we gonna see it through your deeds. You can put on and say you're doing this, you're doing that, but it's your deeds. Yes, baby.
As well as the 5 principles shows your character.
Islam.
So this is something everyday basis that we have to live up to, because this is a part of our character.
Islam, sis. Islam.
A man and a woman cannot bestow honor upon themselves. You have to let other people recognize those needs. Like, you can't just keep boasting, I'm this and I'm that and I just like that. The scriptures say you will know them by their fruit. You don't say I will know you will announce your fruit.
Exactly.
Apple is the apple and the orange is the orange. So I don't need you to walk up and say, hey, I'm an apple. I'm the shiny one on the tree.
Right.
You know, so we got to I'm excited. I'm
Yeah, this.
little pockets, they're building, they're gonna come together.
Yes, and then even for the ones that are in the chat that are speaking in the chat, thank you, Sister Sakina. Thank you, Divine Love. Thank you, sis, for keeping up with the people in the chat. And for those that are in the chat, I mean, this is a whole entire. I don't know. Do I want to call it a movement? This is a whole entire ascension going on right now. So to get on with this ascension we got going on, like any of you that may want to link up, like we said, you're gonna be vetted though, so you can talk it. It can sound good to us, but we have eyes to see and ears to hear. And I hear with my eyes and see with my ears, walking by faith and not by sight. Islam. Islam honors. Let's powwow up. Let's go, Dr. Bay. Dr. Bay, let's go. See, that's why I be loving the TikTok community. Y'all be coming from all over the place. Like, let's go. So our Moors mainly, we got a lot of great Moors on TikTok, y'all. We got a lot of great Moors over on TikTok that's really ready to do some real work. Really ready. They're like boots on the ground. Let's go. See it in the chat. My boo is on here. Islam. It's a lifestyle of preparation to the next level. Beam me up. See, we got the sisters, the brothers, y'all. What we can't do? Who said we can't do what? Who said we can't do something? Who said? And it don't take many of us because the prophet said only a few will be saved, and I will still have fingers left over. So what I'm saying, trying to tell you, don't take a whole lot of y'all to bring this thing together. It don't take a whole lot of us to bring it together. Come on, 7. Yes, he did. He did everything. He intentionally. The prophet was intentional on everything he did. Everything. That's why you got to understand there's numerology in here, astrology, magic, you name it, it's in here. It even teach you that you a clown half the time. As I said, the prophet was in a circus. Yeah, because most of these folks is clowns, and you ain't even catching, and that's what he means. Watch for the clown. I told y'all the prophet talks to me. They can tell me whatever they want. That this person got this and they got that, and spirit comes and hollers at me on a daily. That's my bestie, like Kanye say. That's my bestie. We holler at each other daily. That's my bestie. That's why I say I'm a fool for the prophet. I'm a fool for Prophet Noble Drew Ali. The energy of who that man stood for, what he stood for, what he brought for us. And I take it very serious. I don't play when it comes to my spirituality, my religion, or none of that. I didn't play with it in church. So I sure ain't about to play with it in no organization. My grandma said, don't do it because, like Sister Shonda said last night, that lightning bolt gonna come, and I don't want to be by you with the lightning bolt. Yeah, I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke, Charlie. I don't want no smoke. Yes, sir. Y'all got me. I am like, I can't even stop smiling. Y'all got me thinking I done fell in love all over again with my brothers and sisters. Good Lord, I'm in love. I love y'all. Y'all don't even understand I love y'all. What? Who we got? Much honors to the prophet, Islam. And look, 7 people in there. Come on, Prophet Noble Drew. Come on and come through here. Because it don't be for no reason. The numbers are always gone. Numbers don't lie. Man and women lie. Numbers don't. They don't lie. They're going to always be what they are. And we going to always be able to see the prophet. If you don't see the prophet, let it go. No matter what you're picking up to read, if you can't see the prophet in it, put it down. That's what my teacher taught me. He never said don't pick up nothing else to read it, but when you're reading it, make sure you can find the prophet in there. Make sure it's something. If you can't say, "Ooh, that sounds like Prophet Noble Drew Ali right there," you better put that thing down because it probably ain't meant for you to read it. So every book ain't meant for people to read. So they could read 1,000 books, 5,000 books, 100,000 books. What is that meaning? Because what are you doing with it? Like my Rasta brother asked. Okay, all y'all Moors love y'all. But what y'all doing with all this information? Ain't moving nothing. A mountain, a rock, a boulder, nothing.
They don't know this, but information ain't on the tree of life. It's knowledge.
Oh, Islam. Come on, knowledge and wisdom.
So that information is not even really part of the degree. The information is a tool to get to the knowledge of the wisdom. But if we just taking in information, we're no different than the computer. We're no different than ChatGPT and Gemini and all this stuff because there's no divine connection to the source. We just know how to regurgitate the input.
Islam.
So,
Islam. So I want to talk about. I want to read this chapter because I feel like this should take us through before we decide whatever day we're gonna meet with each other. But this chapter right now is important because I feel like it's something we might all need to do. I'm gonna say for myself, I do. I need to do this because I need to go re-examine me just to make sure that I'm doing exactly what I'm doing supposed to do. Islam. So the divine instructions from the Holy Prophet, chapter 15. Divine ministry of Jesus. Jesus goes to the wilderness for self-examination, where he remains for 40 days. Is subject to 3 temptations. He overcomes, returns to the camp of John, and begins teaching. Islam. So the harbinger, which is purity, we always know that John the harbinger was purity. Purity comes before love. The harbinger had paved the way. The logos had been introduced to men as love made manifest, and he must now begin his divine ministry. Here comes our divine ministry, y'all. And he went forth into the wilderness to be alone with Allah, that he might look into his inner heart and know its strength and worthiness. And with himself he talked. He said, my lower self is strong. By many ties I am bound down to this carnal life. That's that thought. That carnal thought is your carnal life. Have I the strength to overcome and give my life a willing sacrifice for men or for me? I say for me. Am I willing to give am I willing to sacrifice for me? Because if I'm willing to sacrifice for me, then in return, of course, I'm going to want to sacrifice for others. Islam. When I shall stand before the face of man and they demand a proof of my messiahship, because everybody want to prove. How you proving you a sheik? You a sheik? You a grand sheik? Grand governor? You got a temple? You got a charter? You come from this lineage? You directly connected to the prophet? Whoopty whoopty whoop, right? Everybody wants a proof of messiahship. What will I say? This was my note. Look within yourself, and you will find your messiahship. You ain't gotta look. It ain't in nobody else. It's in you. And then the tempter came and said, if you be the son of Allah, command these stones to turn to bread. And Jesus said, who is that demands a test? It is no sign that one is a son of Allah because he does a miracle. The devils do mighty things. So even because you know magic and all that, the devils do too. They shape shifted right in front of you. Did not the Gentile magicians do great things before the Pharaoh? My words and deeds in all the walks of life shall be the proof of my messiahship. My words and deeds in all the walks of life shall be the proof of my messiahship. That's what I'm saying. I don't need nobody because they done been in the temple for 158 years and because they hold a secret that I need to talk to them. I don't. Because right here it just said that. My words and deeds in all the walks of life shall be the proof of my messiahship. So show me your works and deeds. I ain't got no problem following if you're in alignment with the prophet. But just because you say that, don't mean it. I had to learn that for myself. Just because I was saying it, did I really mean it? At one time, I was playing. And then the tempter, which is your lower self, said, if you will go into Jerusalem, if you will go within your mind and from the temple pinnacle cast down yourself to earth. The people will believe you are the Messiah sent from Allah. This you can surely do. For did not David say he gives his angels charge concerning you? And with their hands will they uphold lest you shall fall? And Jesus said, I will not tempt the Lord my God Allah. Like, I ain't playing with God. That's why I say I ain't playing with Allah. Y'all might want to play with Allah, but I ain't trying to get no smoke, as the brother said, because I ain't trying to get hit by no lightning either, as Sister Shonda said, Islam. So, right now, hey, no. Okay. And Jesus said, I will not tempt the Lord God Allah. And then the tempter said, look forth upon the world. Behold his honors and his fame. Behold his pleasures and his wealth. If you will give your life to these, they shall be yours. What Snoop saying, the pow was the case? What he say when he came to him? I can make your life all kind of ways, didn't he? Then he was like, look, I can make your life even better. You just come with me. Devil, lower self. You just come with me. I got you. I ain't willing to give myself up like that. I'm not willing to give myself up for the world and its honors and its fame. If you will give your life to these, they shall be yours. But Jesus said, away from me, you tempted thoughts. It sound good. It all sound good, y'all. It sound good to drive the Bentley. It sound good to live on the promised land with Rick Ross. It sound good, but away from me, tempted thoughts. My heart is fixed. My heart is fixed. I'm a fool for the prophet noble Drew Ali. I'm going to tell you the truth. I spurn this carnal self with all its vain ambition and its pride. I spurn this carnal self with all its vain ambition and pride, because it's a lot of vanity in us. It's a lot of pride in us that we need to let go of. For 40 days did Jesus wrestle with his carnal self. His higher self prevailed, though. He then was hungry, as Sister Shonda said. I don't want to hear no one-on-one. I'm hungry. But his friends had found him and they ministered to him. Then Jesus left the wilderness, and in the consciousness of the holy breath, because the holy breath is the mother of the virtues and the harmonies of life that brings justice, mercy, love, and right. So in the consciousness of his higher self, of his big mama, he came into the camps of John and taught Islam. This is why it's important that before we have this meeting of the minds, this meeting of our amazingness, that we got to examine ourselves. We need to even vet ourselves. Is we really ready to step into this position? And because when we step into it, we can't be lazy about it. We can't make excuses. None of that. I'm telling you, the prophet got rid of all excuses and all secrets.
And now I love how you went to that text, because that's a whole covenant right there. That's an agreement that, we know the first 7 is our literature and our agreement, but right there, it makes me think of the scriptures where you say, on this rock I build my church. And it's like on this principle right here, we have to remember to keep ourselves in check and to go into our own, sanctuary within our mind. And before we come to this meeting, that we're going to agree to, have I fully examined myself? Am I ready to steady my footsteps into the one direction, stand on my square, because it's a commitment. And if we don't live up to it, we ain't done nothing but harm to ourselves and turned away from what we done promised our lives we have to do. So it wouldn't be about me letting stay down or brother Royal District down. I would be not showing up until I'm saying Allah called me to do this, and how dare I not show up for it? So it's a perfect test. So keep that ego in check, because that's what is ruining the temple right now.
Yeah.
The ego. It's the man popping out the side of the neck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the lesson that you just got presented. I like the Lehu's lessons as well. I know they talk about the high and the lower self in there. And they give clear clarification on what's the higher and the lower self. That's the question of legal lessons. And
Oh, LAU, yeah, LAU's lessons. I love LAU's lessons. Yes, yes. Let's go. You want to read it? I want you to read that.
want me to read it?
Heck yeah, I want you to read it. We demonstrate around here, baby. Let me tell you something. Out of your Sunday school comes the guidance of the nation. And anyone, let me say this. Where we at? Where we at? I'll say this from out of our additional laws for Moorish Americans by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, Act 5. All members must promptly attend their meetings and send their children to Sunday school. And the teacher must confirm himself to the questionnaire. And let every member exercise his 5 senses who is able to do so, because out from your Sunday school comes the guiders of the nation, Islam. So, yes, I want you to read it and demonstrate.
Again, Elihu met his pupils in the sacred grove and said, no man lives unto himself, for every living thing is bound by cords to every other living thing. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will love and not demand love in return. They will not do to other men, but they would not have other men do unto them. There are 2 selves, the higher self and the lower self. The higher self is human spirit clothed with the soul made in the form of Allah. The lower self is the carnal self. The body of desires is a reflection of the higher self, distorted by the murky evils of the flesh. The lower self is an illusion. It will pass away. The higher self is Allah, man. It will not pass away. The higher self is the embodiment of truth. The lower self is the truth reversed, and so is falsehood manifest. The higher self is justice, mercy, love, and right. The lower self is what the higher self is not. The lower self breeds hatred, slander, lewdness, murder, theft, and everything that harms. The higher self is mother of the virtues and harmonies of life. The lower self is rich in promises, but poor in blessings and peace. It offers pleasure, joy, and satisfying gain, like gifts, unrest, misery, and death. It gives man apples that are lovely to the eye and pleasant to the smell. Their cores are full of bitterness and gall. If you would ask me what to study, I would say yourselves. That's with an S.
Islam. Come on.
And when you well have studied them, then would ask me what to study next, I will reply yourselves. He who knows well the lower self knows the illusions of the world, knows of the things that pass away, and he who knows his higher self knows Allah, knows well the things that cannot pass away. Thrice blessed is the man who has made purity and love his very own. He has been transformed, or he has been ransomed from the perils of the lower self and himself, his higher self. Men seek salvation from an evil that they deem a living monster of the netherworld. They have gods that are but demons in the sky, all powerful, yet full of jealousy and hate and lust, whose favor must be bought with costly sacrifice of fruits and of the lives of birds and animals of humankind. And yet these gods possess no ears to hear, no eyes to see, no heart to sympathize, no power to save. This evil is a myth. These gods are made of air, clothed with shadows of thought. The only devil from which man must be redeemed is self, the lower self. If man will find his devil, he must look within. His name is self. If man will find his savior, he must look within. And when the demon self has been dethroned, the savior, love, will be exalted to the throne of power. The David of light is purity, who slays the strong alliance of the dark, and defeats the savior, love upon the throne.
Islam. Man, come on now. So love is the savior of the world. And we're spewing all of these things all over this place. And love, as it says, love. The David of the light is purity, who slays the strong Goliath of the dark and seeks the Savior, love upon the throne. That's what we're doing. We're putting love back on the throne by even doing what we're doing. I love you brought this chapter out. L.A. Hughes Lessons is definitely something we need to be studying right for this cycle too before we meet.
Yes, I love it.
Yes, Dr. Bay. Yes, we all are. Please follow, you guys. Please, let's follow each other. Everybody follow each other. Make sure we're following each other. That we are Islam. Callie Marshall. Islam. And make sure we're following each other. Because we need to really, the four of us are gonna get together so that we can really have something to bring and have solid. So when we present it to the people and you guys are ready and you're vetted to come in here, then we're building this thing. And even if it ends up just being the four of us, y'all, if that's all that it is, and this four is a very sacred number. That four is a builder. That's the foundation. So it ain't just four of us on here for nothing. And then there's 8 people in the chat now. So that's as above, so below. You feel me? Come on, higher self, lower self, Islam. So are we gonna marry this higher self and lower self to be the highest that we can be? So we can go on and really operate in our highest self. Because as I was saying earlier, the Holy Quran of the Moorish Holy Temple of Science, divinely prepared by the noble prophet Drew Ali, by the guidance of his father God Allah, the great God of the universe, to redeem man from his sinful and fallen state of humanity back to the highest plane of life with his father God Allah. The Holy Quran of the Moorish Holy Temple of Science, know yourself. It always says know yourself first. Because there's no way you can know God. There's no way you can know Allah until you know yourself. You can never tap into the spirit of God until you really know yourself. And knowing yourself, and I'm talking about as I said, it's as above, so below, was just in the chat. So you got to love the low and the high. Fall in love with all of it. Because there's going to be times that lower self is needed, but not in the way you think you're going to use it.
Come on now.
We have resolution. He said, I brought you the possibilities of man, not impossibilities. He never said, I brought you some impossibilities and I'm the only one that could do it because I'm the one that only has the secrets to this whole thing. No, he said, I brought you the possibilities of man. I don't need you to praise me. I'm just your brother, man, to come to show you the way. That's it. I just came to show you the way. So know yourself and your father God Allah, that you may learn to love instead of hate. Every man needs to worship under his own vine and fig tree. And that's what the uniting of Asia even means when it says the uniting of Asia. Because we come together, as he said. His fig tree is in Florida. My fig tree is in Atlanta. I got a fig tree in Colorado. Sister Shauna got a fig tree in Ohio and in Wisconsin. Another divine sister has fig tree in Kansas. But then we become the uniting of Asia once we understand and have vetted ourselves, even through being in the wilderness under our vine and fig tree. Sit with ourselves under our vine and fig tree. Sit with yourself, ground yourself, put yourself with your feet in that dirt. Hug on that tree that's holding you up, that fig tree. Hug it. Go hug it and feel the energy that comes off of it. Islam? Islam. So y'all, you want to say anything before we head out of here? Because I'm so ready to get this going that I'm ready to go in the wilderness. I'm getting off here. I'm about to go in the wilderness, honey. Let me go evaluate myself. Because I want to show up in my fullness for y'all. Not halfway. With no excuses. No excuses. I promise you, not a one. Not I don't feel like it. Not a none of that. I feel like it because it's for the profit and it's for the benefit of the nation. Because what I want to do for myself, I want to see it done for all. What I want for me, I want for everybody. Because I don't want it by myself. That's why I be calling my husband so much. Prophet Noble Drew Ali, when you coming? Because I'm like, family's important to me. I love family. I loved being a wife. I loved being a wife. Like, that's why I stayed so long. Because my thoughts was, as a little girl, I said, Adam and Eve, I never heard about a divorce. I'll never divorce my husband when I get older. That was my story of Adam and Eve. You know what I'm saying? I never seen the word in there, so I never thought they were not together. You know, I thought they were together through the whole Bible, if you ask me, all the way to Revelation. I didn't know. But that was my thought as a child, that when I become a wife, I never want to get a divorce. So I stayed the course because that was not my reason for getting married. I knew I wanted the family dynamic, and I wanted that. And so, as someone that enjoys being in that position, that's why y'all hear me profess it a lot. Because I enjoy being that. I enjoy catering to my brother. I enjoy that. I enjoy it. I enjoy cooking meals and making sure it tastes, because that's my love I'm putting into it. And I want him to really taste how much I love him, even through my food. So, you definitely, we are in a time that whatever you're calling and you're going to manifest it is going to come. Now, how it's going to come, you ain't going to be able to tell it in words, but it'll come. So, to all my sisters that's looking for that, start putting in the air actually what it is you want, because most women or men don't really know what they want. A man will say, I want a good woman. A woman says, I want a good man. But what is that? What do you mean when you say that? A good man to me is one first that his allegiance is to Allah, and not to no man and no temple and no leader, but to Allah first. Because then he's my leader at that point. And I'm going to follow because his allegiance is first to Allah, not to man, not to his homeboys, but literally where that makes me feel safe, because I understand that all you walk, you talk, your words, deeds, and actions show that your allegiance is to Allah. So every brother, whether I'm on a date nap or not, hey sis, how you doing? They see I'm a Muslim. Oh, that's a Baphomet. They always say no, that's not what that is. But all right, we can explain more, And then they're asking all these questions. What you looking for? Well, who's your allegiance to first? Then I can tell you that, because you're not going to structure yourself to be what I tell you I'm looking for. Who's your allegiance to? Because then you can show up organically as yourself. I don't need you to show up in what I need. Be who you are and be that. So, ladies and gentlemen, my brothers and my sisters, because we're coming back to that. I love Charlie spoke that. I love he kept that in. He said family first. Family. I want to bring this family dynamic back. I want to fight for the family. And y'all hate that man? But most of the people spewing hate is either not in the home with their children, and then women is unhappy in unhappy relationships because they don't know what they want. That's why you can't see what's really going on. But it's time to bring the family back. It's time to quit all this extra stuff of all this carnal flesh, because you caught up in bodies and this and how many face cards and body parts and how many bodies you got and baby mamas and baby daddies. Like, no, let's get back to family, community.
I don't think it's a direct correlation between the breakdown of our family and our lack of I'm not gonna say the lack of ability, but us lacking to be able to achieve unity. Because if we can have the unity between the man and the woman, and then with that man and woman can appropriately govern their own house, now how are we all supposed to come together?
Yep. Yeah. Because then you got women over there being gossipy with each other. You know what I'm saying? The men are happy. They talking about, I don't want to go home. She get on my nerves. Yes.
Play the strong Goliath.
Mm-hmm.
Just to keep it strong, because it all comes from that seed. Like, who you putting on that throne? Who you would stop on that throne?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anything about the music industry, they promote that crazy stuff, so people just get caught up in the waves, because you got a whole generation that was raised by music.
Yep.
Just a generation that was raised by music, but this last one, it was all kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Married women balance. They wouldn't be at home listening to K. Michelle. You can't raise a man. So they need the broken family to promote this music. We wouldn't be, it ain't no happily married woman at home listening to Nicki Minaj looking at Nick. You know, we wouldn't listen to them. So they have to produce the consumer.
Exactly, because when we were growing up, when y'all think about it, what was your parents playing? Even if it was just your mom on a Saturday, they was playing R&B soul music. They was playing some love music, some Teddy Pendergrass, some Earth, Wind and Fire. You didn't hear them, nobody calling nobody out no names in that music. Everybody's trying to get their grind on. Okay.
It's a beautiful song, and Queen Latifah made a rendition of it too. But just saying that to say, my mom listened to that song when I was a little girl. That made me imagine love. I wanted somebody to feel that way about me. I wanted to feel that way about somebody.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Definitely, that's cool. It's what create an atmosphere. Set an atmosphere around people. It's communication.
Yeah.
It's communicating what's really inside of you. So yeah, people promote that. You know, the darkness. That's what's gonna come up. Become of it.
Yes.
Everybody talking about love. They tried to get that out the building because that was making us stronger. It was strong families when you had the Isley Brothers and Earth, Wind and Fire. That's my favorite group. Is Earth, Wind and Fire.
Come on, mine too.
You can look at that music album cover. You can see each ball.
Ooh, come on. What?
Language in their music. They were speaking esoteric wisdom in that music.
And a lot of them, I graduated from the same high school they did, because Philip Bailey is from Colorado. So a lot of the members of Earth, Wind and Fire went to the same high school I went to. So can you imagine? I was born on Maurice White's birthday. So I had every Earth, Wind and Fire album. When my mom got paid on the 1st and the 15th, because she worked for the state. She worked for the city. So that's how her check came twice a month, right? We go to Sunshine Records on Colfax. My mom go give me a 12-inch album, 12-inch, a single. Find out what single you want, because she gonna get her Teddy P or whoever she picking up. But we have bunches of records. My mom always had records, right, in the record player. And so, man, what? Earth, Wind and Fire, the one with, like he said, with the pyramid. What? I was like, wow, that's beautiful. When I was little, I used to hang it on the wall like a poster. All my album covers. I'd be like, man, I just wonder what it would be like to see that. And to be at this point now and really understanding, as she said, the esoteric, but also understanding where they were and how that, if you understand the positions of these pyramids, how they're over here, they were giving us them signs and symbols then. Islam.
And then with that, I would love to see us dive into the part that was abused by the church, but it's esoteric. It's from the mystic school. Like, we're supposed to be meditating.
Yes, they are.
We're supposed to be sitting and sound bathing together. We're supposed to be in the sweat room. We're supposed to be purifying ourselves and bonding together in spirit. That way, that tightens the cord.
Yeah.
And we know that everybody is doing the work that needs to be done so that we stay with our vessels.
Yes.
Purified, so that we can keep out that enemy, keep that lower self master.
Islam.
Like I said, the lower self ain't supposed to go nowhere. It has a purpose, but I'm supposed to master that lower self.
Yes, you are. You're supposed to know it well. That's why you're supposed to know the lower self well. La, la, la. He said, what should I study? He said, yourselves. And you'll go back and say, okay, I studied. Now, what should I study now? Yourselves. You gotta keep studying. You can't. The brother said, HHR Majesty, how you doing? He said, how y'all feel about Maxwell? Oh, Maxwell in always. What? Oh, that's high vibration to me. What? Put your legs. What is it? Wrap your legs around. Pretty wings. Pretty wings.
It allows us as men and women to feel bonds together that are not built off lust. Right now, we don't know how to sit in the presence of each other and feel what the church called the Holy Spirit is moving through your body without thinking it's supposed to touch private parts.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Display that
like you said. But like you said, though, that's where that meditate. I love seeing these couples that be on TikTok and they sit there and they meditate with each other. And I remember telling my sons when I first learned, I said, you know what? My next relationship, we gotta manifest before we lay down. We gotta be like, what we doing? Okay, we about to do this, right? So what we getting out of this? What you want to manifest, boo? Okay, you want $1 million, you want whatever, right? So I need to be ready to receive what he's asking so I can give back and vice versa. Because then when we do lay together, that marriage happens, then this is what it is. I can at least know what my purpose is right now. So when I release myself, or when he do the same, we understand what we just manifested because something's coming out of that. Now that should be law. I know. That's right. That should be law. We should be tantering around here with each other. So it ain't got to be about touching body parts. We can literally move the energy through each other's body just through the presence, just through our energy force. That Reiki is you ain't got to touch nobody. You don't. We just got caught up in the carnal flesh.
What they was pushing when they were doing that all? They studying our stuff just as much as we studying our stuff right now.
Islam.
They had the time to do it. So that's why they put stuff in front of us to, get us attracted to certain things and turn around for the remix on it.
But look at what happened. They are studying our stuff.
Hi, cousin. I love you.
Information. We done got out of the degrees of knowledge, which they are now. They the ones opening the big healing centers and the wellness centers and the meditation centers and the breath work centers. I got so frustrated here in Cincinnati because I cannot find a brown box. That's why I told you today I want to come down to the event down there just so I can be in the presence of my sisters and brothers. But I want to be able to go to a healing center with people that look like me. I want to meditate with people that live. Not that I'm excluding everybody else because it's beautiful. I want everybody to. But why are consciousness dominating even more in this?
Yes.
We claim melanin as a superpower. What we doing with?
Yes.
So
yes. Oh my gosh. HHR Majesty, did you want to say something? Because you've been there, and I want to you've been going in the chat. So did you want to say anything, or camelback off of anyone?
Yeah, I could speak on emotion right now. I'm just doing a little walk in the neighborhood.
It's okay.
I was kind of a little nosy where I'm at. Well, I know it's gonna sound loud where I'm at. Give me a second.
Okay.
Yeah,
wow.
Now you just letting us know we're here. But we need y'all, bro. We need some solid emotionally balanced brothers, because it ain't even about, of course, we want husbands, but even before husbands come, we need these relationships with our brothers.
With our brothers, to be brothers and sisters.
And then y'all loving on the sisters raises the standards for us, so that if I got brothers surrounding me who just love me as a sister, can't no fool come in off the street and get my attention. Like, that would be ridiculous. And then even if he did, that's when a brother snatch me by my neck and say, get over here, girl.
Right. You don't need to be over there. Facts. You don't need to be over there. Girl, get over here. That's what big brothers do. You ain't about to be messing with him. Who is that? Yeah, we need our brothers like that. You right. We need y'all like that. That part, yes. So they gonna show up different. They gonna be like, oh, if we go over there with her, she got them 6 brothers over there. We ain't trying to mess with her like that. Let me go right. Let me go vet myself. Maybe I need to get in the Quran real quick before I go talk to her. Islam. Y'all, this has been a dynamic. When I say every time I'm on here, it's the energy y'all leave me with be so. I be on high. I'm trying to tell y'all give me so much energy, and I'm so grateful. You had me in tears, brother, when you was reading that chapter. I was crying because it was pulling on my heartstrings, because I love hearing other people demonstrate, and just I can hear the love coming out of your words. I can hear your compassion. I could feel it. Like, it was literally vibrating through me. And I thank you so much for being just just being open to do so. Because you know, some people they're like, nah, I ain't about to be doing it. But I love the way you demonstrate. I love the knowledge you bring. It's very refreshing. It doesn't seem forced. It's not overbearing. It's not a clickbait type of thing. And I'm grateful. I'm just grateful for you brothers that come in on that energy. And you could just tell, I'm gonna be honest, you could tell that y'all love y'all's mothers.
Wow. I appreciate that.
Yes.
And I appreciate y'all for keeping it right with Allah, because I can tell that y'all here for a reason. Y'all ain't faking it. Y'all want other people to do well
Yes.
as well. Even though
Yes.
that we can't save nobody else, but we willing to be that bridge if
That's
we have to be that bridge. I appreciate that, because I don't feel alone when
That's
I see
right.
y'all out here.
That's right. Yes. I don't right. We don't either. We don't feel alone either at this point. Like, yes, thank y'all. Like, and just thank y'all. I am grateful for my mask. I'm grateful for my men. I'm grateful for my brothers. I have 4 sons. So let me tell you, I love me some brothers because I love my sunshines. They are my sunshines no matter what. If we go through it or not. My son had to tell this girl he was messing with. They always tend to come in my oldest son because he'll say, well, me and my mom, we ain't really talking right now because we'll get into it, you know. But it's what you might do as adults. Y'all ain't gonna always agree on stuff. And he'd be like, you know, sometimes we get into it, they'll go, oh my God, you and your mommy issues. You did. He ain't got no mommy issues. He can pick up the phone, call his mama any time of the day, the night, whatever he need. If he crying, if he pissed off, if he ready to knock somebody's head, I'ma still be here. No matter that he might have said something I didn't like, and it was like, boy, I'm okay. I'm hanging up. We ain't gotta talk no more. You ain't gotta call me. I ain't gotta call you. See, that's that lower self acting up, though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But he also, what he did recognize, he said, Mom, you've been doing a lot of work. He was like, and I told my brothers, like, Mom ain't the same person no more. Like, she's still our mom, but her level's different. So if I know that he's noticing, even though they may not come on a live or nothing, I notice that he's paying attention. They're paying attention to me somewhere. They're watching. I gotta measure how we feel about these prophecies that's coming true. Oh, okay. Let's go with your measure. Tell me how we feel about them. I'm loving them. Oh yes, you got one in specific you want to mention. The brother says, HHR Majesty. Oh, can you speak? Didn't he say it's loud where he is? Okay, okay. Let's go. The elephant, our first guard dog. That was our very first guard dog. Was the elephant.
It's the first measure of the elephant. Okay, okay. So is that related to a prophecy that's coming true right now? I mean, I was a prophecy.
Elephant is wisdom, though, right? The elephant is wisdom. Come in. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get my little baby together because she had to wash her hair. Hold on. But y'all go ahead. Y'all can keep talking. Y'all can keep rolling. Y'all can keep with the conversation. What am I looking for? I'm looking for this right. Okay,
Right.
take it.
But ultimately, yes, we appreciate y'all, brother. Brother HHR, you come back too, but we definitely want you to take the stage and say some words of wisdom with us because your vibration is definitely high because you're here and we feel it. And we appreciate it. You come here at least every Friday and Sunday. It's alive anytime.
Make sure
and we need to do what city is state?
Okay, but you already got okay. What did you say?
I was asking brother, just letting him know how we appreciate his presence and we want him to come back. I don't know if you listening, but I was asking him, brother HHR,
Oh, okay, okay. Yes, brother HHI, we need you back. Oh, okay. He's in Chicago. Look. See how that's working. Look at Allah. We almost at all four corners of the earth, y'all. Stop playing with us. This is beautiful.
Ohio, Florida, and Atlanta right here.
And Kansas. We got Kansas. We got Kansas now. We can't forget about my city, Kansas.
Man, look at that. All over. Like, we so worried about the temple being the bill, and we are temple.
We are the temple.
Five different spaces in this territory, America territory.
Yes, y'all. Yes. I love y'all. This has been such a great build. I know our brother probably dropped off. I don't know if his phone died on us or what, but please let's follow each other. I'm gonna be messaging you guys that I don't follow. I'll be messaging you guys. Let's build this thing. People are ready to go. So I see the ones that are really ready for this thing. And it's the energy's coming. It feels good. Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead. I'm ready.
All right, I'm back. Yeah, just wanted to drop a little message on this elephant situation because just like you were just saying though, like we all come from all these different places and we all still got the same knowledge that we need to be building on. But a lot of people be so quick to, section us off, or go about, how do I say this, go about on their own agenda. So even in taking like, from a Moorish American standpoint, you know what I'm saying, just from what sheep somebody's honoring, what temple they doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all nonsense at the end of the day because, like I said, Prophet's law is pretty much like not supposed to be the highest thing. So when it comes to, everything that he laid out was told ones to do, instructed ones to do, I mean, it should just be that much more deeper inside looking into it. Yes, we all know how to, set up a temple. Yes, we know how to do events and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But do we truly know how to rule? Do we know how to, lead? Not even just saying like government, but truly lead the nation. You know what I'm saying? Like reestablishing the empire. Because comparing us, in our little temples, we are regencies in respect to, let's just say the Kingdom of Morocco or other Islamic nations. And it's time to truly stand up. We got more than just, let's just say, our prayers, our turbans and feds.
Islam.
We got spirit. We got the true, majesty. We have faith for the Most High God.
Yes, we
and
do.
A lot of these things, like these saving graces, especially Noble Drew Ali himself, like when people there is no, strange happiness when it comes to things like that.
Wow.
And even the fact about him saying, okay, like the Moors got a guard dog, but the guard dog isn't just a guard dog; he's an elephant.
He's an elephant. Wow.
And of course, myself, from when I started seeking these temples and even learning about Drew Ali, these mysteries, and I was deep in Islam. I was deep in, following the Quran, and just pretty much kind of, I don't want to say chasing up behind the Arabs, but pretty much learning from them. Let's say it like that. And from, of course, what I did learn, of course, like, even just connecting back to my own, Asiatic, my own Moorish ancestry. Like, I'm knowing, like, okay, well, I'm still darker than these brothers, so I got more of the original man than me. So let me just, you know what I'm saying, praise Allah, just see what's going on, see what's to it. Hey, ever since then, like, I just pretty much been getting the sauce. I just get it from on high. It's more like, it's kind of like I can get it from a dream if I really want, but I never understand the dream when I first get it. So there's literally like a 2 to 3 day like time period that lags. But I have myself. I don't know about other people. You know what I'm saying? Because like I know a lot of people propagate, lies and stories just to get attention. But no, everything that I tell anybody, I can literally go back and take you there to how I figured it out. So,
Okay.
this one little measure I'll tell you guys. I was inside a temple,
Okay.
and there was a grand governor there. He was, talking to the people. At this point, the gentleman who I was coming to the temple to study with, like this was like one of the guys who I really was confiding in about certain dreams I was having, asking him like, what does this mean? Like, is this really ours, or like, what's this white flag with this black 5-pointed star on it? You know what I'm saying? Like, have we ever seen this? Just asking him about things. So during the temple meeting, supposedly I signed this book. I had went, signed the ledger book that I was there. But in that moment, like after I signed it, I kind of just stared up at the podium for a second. Like it just caught my attention. But above the podium, it was a picture of Drew Ali. And I don't know why, but it was just like every part of my body. Like I just really, like I had no intent on moving. It was just like I was studying that picture. Like, man, that brother looks sharp. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, that brother, like, why is he really dressed like this? Like, hold on, like, what's going on? I love it. It's crazy because, like, as I'm looking in the direction of the podium. There's no physical man there. There's no flesh there in front of me.
All right.
Let's just say 3 days later, after leaving that temple, I had a dream, but it was a replay. It was a replay of my whole entire experience, walking from the moment I walked into that temple to the moment I walked out. It was literally like I was the eye on the ceiling or something.
Wow.
And I saw when I was sitting down in like the aisles, and Noble Drew Ali literally walked out from like some back room, and literally he walked down the aisles with his hand on his chest, and he had his other hand up, with his two, but he was kind of bopping, like I don't want to say like a limp, but it was like he had swag with the walk, like it was just something. Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Like like if you saw him, like like yeah, that's my brother right there. Like you know what I'm saying?
Oh, all right.
And it's crazy because like even when I was inside the temple and I felt something go past me, I didn't really like, what I'm saying? I thought maybe it was a draft or something, whatever. Maybe the lighting in the room. But I even spoke about it then. Like I was like, bro, I've never been in this building. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to say it myself. I asked her, and then I even asked the grand governor. But long story short, they waved it off. Like, no, but if you did feel anything, it's probably meant for you. So anyway, 3 days after, back to the dream. Now I'm literally on the ceiling watching myself. I'm watching Drew Ali walk through the aisles, and like, pretty much he's looking over everyone, like looking at them, like what you doing, you know what I'm saying? And next thing I know, he was up on top of the podium. And the moment, like, it pretty much fast forwarded to the moment where like I went up to sign the book. And in that moment where, okay, I know I was standing in front of this podium and no piece of flesh, no man stood before me. And I was looking at that picture. And next thing I know, it was like he was right there, and he had like, it was kind of like he had like if you were to lean on the podium, but like kind of use one arm to kind of hold your chin up, and you just look down upon your child, like, what's up?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? Like, how you doing? Like, you got it yet? You know what I'm saying? Did you figure it out yet? And pretty much he told me some things. And one of the things he told me, but well, I'm gonna tell you what he told me after he gave me something. There was a piece of paper.
All right.
And I'm like I grabbed it, but as I grabbed it, it was like, everything on that paper pretty much was blank. Like it was like there was nothing on it. And he said, take this. He said, this will solve all your problems with finance, and this will truly give you everything you need to help rebuild the nation.
Mhm.
And I'm like when I look back down at it, there's literally a clean, like there's a white piece of paper. However, you know, after this, incident, I spoke to a brother of mine who's, astute in these sciences.
All
Pretty
right.
much been in this stuff at least 10, 15 years. So I came to him like, yo, what does this mean? Yo, yada, yada, just tripping. And, like sometimes, like, if I'm excited about something,
Mhm.
I'm not like as verbal, like, or like, let's just say, like, I'm not as irate sounding when it comes to relaying the message because when I'm excited about it, I gotta hold it to the chest. But when it's something I don't understand, I have to immediately speak on it because I'm like, yo, where's the doctrine? Where's the sauce on this?
Mhm.
But my brother pretty much broke it down. He said, well, he said if he was talking about finance, then maybe I don't know. And literally, it took about like I don't know. He was silent for about like 10 minutes. Like we just sitting there talking. You know what I'm saying? Doing what we do. And he was like, "It's a white paper, bro." And I was like, "Okay, what you mean?" He was like, he started talking about like cryptocurrency or something.
Oh my God! Look.
Bro.
Oh
He was
my.
like, you gotta try to do something with cryptocurrency. He was like, because if the prophet is talking about white paper, and he just gave that, bro. He was like, a white paper. I was like, what's a white paper? He was like, no, a white paper is like, I don't know, it's like the Constitution or like the governing document, like the schematics, like the full plan, the blueprint for the currency, the people it represents, and what can y'all do to pretty much use it as a nation? I was like, well, who the hell gonna use it? Just the Martian Americans? He was like, bro, truth be told, he was like, the way it sounds, it's like something.
Islam. Can I say something before you continue? I have to say something before you continue. Because I created a community coin called the DAEC. It's on pump.fun. Literally, I have a white paper and a light paper that goes with it. So when you said that, that's why I'm over here like, oh my goodness, Prophet Noble Drew Ali. When I tell you he shows up, he show up, he show up, he's showing up through you. Islam.
It's real. It's crazy. Like, I ain't going back to nobody. You know what I'm saying? I literally studied in the temple for at least like 3 years before I ever really even heard anything from him. Got a dream, got anything.
Yeah.
Before I even really started to connect like him to Islam, like why is he important, like all of that, like for real. And even just from going back and doing some, regular ancestry, like just trying to see the connection from Morocco. I mean, I have a father that's Honduran.
Okay.
And, I know a lot of that, Spanish Moroccan, French Moroccan, like that blood shit. That blood stuff, is pretty much like what connects me back. And just from doing that, we did some research about the Idrisids from the Idrisid dynasty. We see how I've learned how the current family, who I guess is over the kingdom of Morocco, the Alawids, they try to claim descendancy back to the Idrisids, but truth be told, I myself coming from this side of the empire, you know what I'm saying? Me and none of my Moors or anybody that's connected to me, we've never had, let's just say, the office of sultan. So therefore, we've never abdicated it. So we've never betrayed our own people. So when it comes to us re-emerging as the empire of Morocco, it can't just be just that. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to pretty much. They gotta find some. We have to find some type of way to pretty much either get them on board with us or underneath us. Let's just say it like that.
And I'll say this to you. I'll say this to you, my brother. I have a direct connection to Morocco. I have a sister over there that's so ready for us to join. She got connected. Like her family is the people that's like over there doing the thing. Like literally, when I tell you that's my sis. Like her dad was in the movie with oh, what's the name of the movie? Oh, I can't think of it. But anyway, he was a dark Moor. He was a black Moor. You can see him. He really dark. He had a sword. It's with Oh, what's the man's name? I'm gonna have to remember. I'll send it to you. But when I first met her, she was like, "I wanted you to know I was for real." So she like FaceTime me. She was like, "Look, this is my dad. He was in the movie with is it? Oh, I can't think of his name because I can see his face, but I can't think of his name." But she is always like, "Whenever you're ready, sis," because a lot of the Moors did her dirty. A lot of the Moors over here did the sister dirty. Like she was sending stuff over here. She was sending flags. She was sending this. Got had a brother talking about he was gonna marry her, and he was still married, and all of these things, and they just using the girl. And as I'm doing business with her, I'm getting stuff. I'm paying for my stuff. These folks ain't paying for their stuff. She's going based off of y'all say y'all Moors, y'all say y'all this, but Latae the one doing business the right way. Yeah, that's that dirty Moor stuff. So they was trying to go over there to get some stuff to come back with to sell on the streets. And I'm like, what? I'm like, oh my goodness. She was like, sis, when you're ready, y'all just let me know when you're ready.
Okay, well, because let me tell you one. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you because I know you there. I know you there. Your heart, your spirit, you with.
Yes, long.
But I want to tell you one thing I have been thinking about doing since acquiring this knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna give y'all one more blessing because I have had another dream recently where he popped back up on me. Mm-hmm. But this one is like the most powerful one yet. So bear with me though.
No, go ahead.
So when it comes to dealing with the kingdom, I want them to pretty much. I mean, even if I gotta do another blood test or whatever to prove whatever, I know I can.
All right.
Prove lineage tendency to the Idrissa dynasty. Mm-hmm. Therefore, I am not submitting to the kingdom of Morocco. I will not submit to King Mohammed.
Right.
Like I said, myself and my bloodline have not had the throne or the office of Sultan. Right. So therefore, in the eyes of Allah, we have never abandoned the empire.
Islam.
So honoring me, myself, he must honor my bloodline and my dynasty, and therefore, apparently, I mean, from what my sheik brother is telling me, he says we got to get the temples to support you. He said, I know you don't want to be a sheik, but he was like, you still got to keep studying, the law. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. Mm-hmm. And he was like, once the temples rock with you, like pretty much, well, it does say you have to be elected as sultan. It was like, even though you might have, the prophecy, the wisdom, whatever, he was like, bro, he was like, man himself still has to elect you. He was like, it's more than just the gang, it's more than just the block, you know what I'm saying? It's like, nationally, it got to be known. And they also have to know that you mean business with the kingdoms. You mean business with every other nation. Right. Because you truly are the sword. I mean, they saying who you say you are, and I'm knowing you connecting to this elephant stuff, man, look, like, yo, go for it. You know what I'm saying? Go crazy.
I love this.
And, but that's pretty much the goal right now. So, yeah.
Oh.
They're going to have to approve this dynasty.
Yes.
And pretty much the kingdom itself would have to, I don't know, even possibly offer me a marriage, give me a bride.
I know that's right.
And then they'll be able to, of course, support us as far as, being a royal family within the new empire.
I love this. You better come with this science. Everything you talking is like, come through Prophet Noble Drew. Because it's like he on my shoulder right now, like, yep. I can feel his hand touching me, y'all. I'll be like, he be on me. He be on my head. Like, get up, girl. Go to that computer. I'll be like, really? I'm sleepy. I don't care. You're going to have to use the bathroom now. Now go to the bathroom because now you're going to wake. Okay. All right. Yes, Prophet. All right. I'm getting up. Yes, husband. Islam. I love that demonstration.
So let me dream one time. So, well, actually, no, it wasn't even a dream. It was an instruction.
All right.
Or more like a journey.
All right.
Okay, so even in his oral, like, prophecies and statements, he was already talking about being able to, like, travel from, like, continent to continent, world to world, and nobody understood what he was talking about. So, I had a dream, a vision. It was I know for a fact, this person who I seen was Jesus. I know it was Jesus. But in this moment, when I appeared in this realm, like this like I had the mentality of a grown man. I knew where I was at, but my body, I was little. I was a child. And he walked up to me. He got down on my knee. He grabbed my face, kissed my forehead. He grabbed my hand. He kissed my hand. And then he hugged me and picked me up and shook me, like left to right, shook me. He was like, yes, yes. Now go back and tell everybody else. And he pushed me down, like pretty much like kicked me out. And I had, I woke up after that. I would say a couple days later, like I'm trying to figure it out, like what was that? Like, was that Jesus? What's that? Like, wait, why he look like that? You know what I'm saying? And as soon as I was like, why he look like that? And next thing you know, it like sleep just took me over again. And this time I was in the same room, but I was sitting on a throne. I was in a chair. And Drew Ali literally got up, like, because across from me, where I was looking, he was there. And he literally got up, like, and matter of fact, okay, I know everybody's seen this picture where Drew Ali is like, he's sitting down on a chair, but he's specifically wearing black and gold. He's like specifically wearing black and gold, and he got like, I think the black fez on his head or the white fez, but like pretty much that's exactly how he was looking when he hopped off his throne and started walking towards me.
Wow.
He said, and I looked at him, and pretty much he was like, he kind of nodded his head. Like, yeah. He was like, you ready? And it was like, and I didn't reply. I don't know if I replied. I think I probably looked at him and was like, man, I'm just trying to realize, I'm trying to pull it together that my spirit is actually up here. Like, give me a second. Like, that's how I was looking at him. And he was like, no, it ain't no time for that. Like, ain't no time for being lost and whatever. He was like, you know where you at, just come on. And pretty much snapped his fingers, and he's like, you ready? Let's go. Snapped his fingers, and immediately, like, I got up. There was no reply. There was no, like,
wow.
Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? It was like, all right, brother. Like, it wasn't nothing like that. It was like, he still had, like, some type of, like, guardianship over me in some way. You know what I'm saying? That's like I promise you, when he snapped his finger and, like, the way I rose up, it was like I had no, I had no bones. I was just there.
Wow.
So next thing you know, we walked out the room. Like, we literally walked out the room. And once we went through the doorway, it was like, I don't know, like doorway, portal, darkness. And it was like night sky and flying through the sky. Next thing you know, boom, we in Mecca. And we're literally in front of the Kaaba. I'm literally looking straight at the black stone.
Wow.
And he was like, all right, you've seen this before. Go ahead. So, as he tells me to go ahead, I'm like, okay, pretty much, okay. Like, from previous other dreams, it's starting to look like, I'm kind of knowing what I need to do. So I walked over to the stone, and pretty much I touched it. Immediately when I touched it, it's crazy because as I'm walking over to the stone, he was behind me. And then by the time I get to the stone, it's like he's literally leaning up against he's leaning up against the Kaaba, and he's like, with that hand on his chin, like on his head again, like, all right, come on. So I touch it. When I touched it, immediately I was sucked into the stone, like, I don't know.
Whoa.
Like, it was like, it's an actual portal.
Yep.
It took me. It literally took me in. It was literally like visions of multiple people who have touched that stone. And it was just like going through darkness. And all of a sudden, boom, it was the light. It was the glass house. It was like diamonds, the purest crystal, like everything, the walls, the closest thing you could ever compare to it would be like one of those joke hall of mirrors where it's like a bunch of mirrors, nothing but just mirror. But in this this realm, everything is truly imperial. Like it's like glass, like the water, like the glass isn't even glass. It's like water. Like it's I don't know how to break it down. But the point is, it literally took me to I know this had to been the original place where the stone came from.
Okay. All right. Come on. And there is this black stone. I have a sister that talk about it all the time.
Why is the premise?
Yes, the black stone, like, and where it is, and that it represents the womb of the woman, and it is a portal because that matrix is the womb. The matrix is the womb of the woman. Out of darkness comes the light. You know what I'm saying? You come out of darkness into the light through your mother, through that womb. So I could see how it snatched you in. It was more like your rebirth. It's the rebirth you're going through. So even seeing yourself as this baby, it's long.
It definitely felt like that.
Yes, it was a rebirth. You were being reborn again, and just you were able to actually go through you were actually able to experience it in real time where you can speak on it and say it, because coming from you I hear it and I can't stop, like my eyes can't stop, just and your picture is just there, but whatever energy you're giving me right now through what you're saying, I can visualize it, I'm seeing it, and I'm looking at it, but it's like as if when you're saying it, the picture is rolling across my face. Like I'm like, wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's tapped in for real. I'm like, come on, Drew. That's why I say and so I know that spirit speaks. I know spirit speaks. When I hear people say this, I'm like, that is the most beautiful thing because that's really you understanding your connection to spirit and you understanding that you and Allah are one, and man is not the body nor the soul, but spirit and a part of Allah.
What's that measure they say? Oh gosh, she could use the tip. She say, once you know the truth, then you could put your hand in Allah's hand.
Islam, unchanging hand, the unchanging hand of Allah, because the hand never changes. And the prophet's hand never changes. Never changes. You got to, because you have been called to bring something forth to bring the empire back. So there's no strange happenings. Law governs all events.
Who wants this though? Like, I don't, like, truth be told, even if it is my duty, I don't want it. And that be this, like, I don't want to say sad, but it's the proper word would be bittersweet.
Yeah.
It's bittersweet because at the end of the day, you know, it's too much bickering between this side, that side, and everybody want to be grown, but they all toddlers.
Yeah.
You know, we need somebody to slap the gavel or the staff and be like,
yes, yes.
You know, silence. Like,
Islam, yes, yes. Wow, wow. I hope you're building with us. I hope you are part of this collective, because whatever support you're needing, I feel us coming together is enough support, and I am a networker like nobody's business. So, you know, the connections, man, whatever needs to happen, we can make that happen. And I know it because the prophet said it. There are no strange happenings. Law governs all events. Not some events, all events. All.
And I was definitely like, well, pretty much, because when my brother was telling me, he was like, man, look, we might need the kingdom to start, like, when he was talking about that white paper stuff, he was like, crypto we start using, like, everybody got to pretty much, I don't know, get like dirhams or like try to get everybody's other currency to, you know what I'm saying, just get them to back our cryptocurrency with their currency. That's what
exactly. Well, that's what me. That's what pump.fun is. You can build your own coin. You could, like, you don't need to know how to code or nothing. That's where my coin actually sits, and it's on the Solora situation. Solora, however you say it. It's on there, so you can create your own coin. So when I went on there, because a brother came on a couple of cycles ago, or last cycle, Friday, I forget, I can't remember. It might have been last cycle that he came on, and that's what he was talking about. So behind the scenes, he's been teaching me, like really just giving me the game. So he's like, look, create your coin. Then he said, you need a white paper, you need a light paper, you need a disclaimer. So when you start saying that, I'm like, what did he say? You said white paper. All that clicked in my head is what just happened. And I'm telling you, this just happened last cycle. My coin, the coin, I'm gonna say our coin because it's our coin. It's a community coin. It's a community-based coin that is for the community. It's for our nation. I specifically made it for our nation so that no matter who it is, you know what I'm saying? I have a Shopify, I have different products I make, sell, all of these things, a tea shop, all of that. So with that, I said, man, this is a great way for us to exchange our economics. So why not build your own coin? And if your group of people put into that coin, the brother took $5, put into my coin. We put back into each other's coins so that it keeps the money circulating. $5, $2, $3. It don't take much. Do you know what happened? Because once it reached that $75,000 cap, it can go on Coinbase. It can go on Robinhood. Now you're in the thing with Bitcoin and everything else. But we have to build it with each other. We have to build this thing with each other. We're stronger together than apart.
And everything gonna fall.
Islam. So it's just beautiful to get the people that come on here because now the prophet he told me that too. He was like, your tribe, you're gonna find them on TikTok. That's why I come on TikTok. He was like, that's where you're gonna find your tribe. You're gonna find your people because Facebook is my family. Those are people I know personally, right? Sometimes they come on, they ain't trying to hear what Latae got to say. Unless I throw up a picture of me and Pastor Troy meeting each other, or me and a celebrity, I got 100 different likes. Everybody, ooh, I did that. Soon as I come on here saying this, I don't get one person that come on this live on Facebook. But TikTok light up. And I'm like, dang, Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Really? I'm like, And the more I keep going, he's sending even more stronger people. Excuse me, my apologies. What'd you say now?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like strong. Just saying, like strong shoulders,
Yeah.
You got it.
Yes, it's long. And I'm grateful for you. I cannot wait to link with you. I can't wait for us to build together. As soon as we come off of here, I'm following you. I hope you're following me. Huh?
Where you based at again?
Georgia. ATL, y'all. Yes, I'm in Georgia, but by the way of Colorado, because I'm from Colorado. So I am from Colorado, born and raised. I'm Pueblo, so I'm the Olmec, the Aztec, and the Inca. I am of the Asazi people. I come from the cliff dwellers. Huh?
That Georgia used to be my second home. I like Georgia.
Yeah, this is my second home. I always tell people I was born and raised in Colorado, but I got reborn and raised as a grown woman when I moved to Georgia. So Georgia's my second home, but Colorado is home, and I can trace myself all the way back to the Mesoamericans because I have Mexican, the Mexicans, the Cubans, all those are my family. Uh-huh. Those are my fams. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, well, okay. You said back to some Hispanic roots, right?
Oh, Mexican, not Hispanic. Okay, I'm not from not Hispanic or however you say it, the Spanish. No, we're Mexicans, Mexica, a Mexum. You know, the original Mesoamerican people.
Okay, cool. Because I would just, I just wanted to highlight something. How it's so much inbred hatred even between those type of people. You know what I'm saying? Like I was talking to this one brother. Okay, so supposedly he's Puerto Rican. And I got a neighbor that's a Mexican. But clearly they do not mess with each other. It's crazy. Now look, both of them know, like, okay, I speak a little bit of Spanish, yada yada yada, but I ain't really like, I ain't into socializing. I don't do that fake stuff. And it's crazy because, like, once they know, like, you speak Spanish and they ask you, like, where you come from, where your people from, this and that, like, and they know enough about you, depending on what Spanish you come from, they'll actually mess with you. They'll talk to you, give you the sauce, gang, whatever. So, Puerto Rican dude telling me, like, man, he like, see, you cool. You Honduran. y'all got balls. And I'm like, what? He was like, the Mexicans? He was like, man, some of those dogs, he was like, they just the most slimiest, traitorous. I'm like, oh, calm down, man. He like, no, for real. He was like, think about it. He was like, man, this Puerto Rican brother is woke.
Mm-hmm.
I know he was studied some more something somewhere because he was like, you ever heard about Guadalupe?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, Guadalupe. I was like, that sound like somebody. I was like, what? I was like, what's that like? It's like that's a city or something. You know what I'm saying? He was like, nah, bro. He was like, it was a war. He was like, it was the treaty.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what? He was like, man, Mexico got their ass handed. Excuse me, my vernacular, if I can curse.
You good?
He was like, man, Mexico got their ass, you know, they got their butt handed to them.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, man, look. He was like, okay, from the point that they got their butts handed to them,
Mm-hmm.
your country, Honduras, and Venezuela, and Belize, all of those countries, they had already separated from what was called Empire of Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, and the Mexicans were trying to come up, like through Texas, like they was trying to get that stuff back, but you know, the United States had already pretty much stole it.
Took it in the Louisiana Purchase. You know, they got that in the Louisiana Purchase. So Mexico went all the way from where it is all the way up to Canada. Colorado was Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Islam.
And he was like, man, he was like, pretty much, I think he used to go all the way to Canada. So
yeah. Mm-hmm.
he was
It
like,
did.
the point is, he was like, once they lost, they had to pretty much give up their Mexican nationality.
Yeah.
So every time you see a Mexican over here waving their flag, it don't mean shit. He's like, it don't mean nothing. He was like, they're not together no more.
Yep. You are so right. And so even when you're looking at it, if you go to Mexico today, we're talking the dark Mexicans. We're talking Afro-Mexican, Afro-Latino, Afro-Mexican. Those are the original Mexicans.
Taino.
Yeah, those are Tetiano. Yes, all of that. Toki, all of that. Yes. Going back to that is you're gonna see the origins. That's why we got big noses, wide noses like the Olmecs, our lips. We don't have them skinny noses. We don't have straight hair. Go look at a real Afro-Mexican.
And then it's truly why, keep it a buck, it's truly why when, like us Canaanites, us Moors, us Asiatics, we really look at a lot of their ancient Mayan or like Aztec, like some of those stuff that they built, they don't even understand it. They still don't. Even if they are, let's just say, more copper colored, you know, Hispanic descent, you know what I'm saying? They still don't make a connection.
Right.
And again, like you gotta peep, like a lot of these flags that they got is hidden messages in it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
They knew a little something, or they figured out a little something, but they never knew it all. And I believe even God, what was that? My boy, he big on ancient chemist stuff, you know, Emerald Tablet talk. He be big. What's that guy? He be bigging up that guy, Billy Carson.
Billy Carson, yeah, Forbidden Knowledge.
Yeah, yeah, and he, you know, he talk about the alien talk, but dude don't be wrong for real though.
Right?
He
no.
don't be wrong. He be pretty close with a lot of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying like, okay, like a lot of the structures that the Olmecs and everything like that they had left, these people don't know what it is. These people can't connect to it
because it's not theirs.
All of these things were portals. Or
yep,
like,
exactly.
Say, or even secret hiding spots where, you know, like they actually really did leave those tablets or you know, these super keys to you know,
the Grand Canyon.
But you know, everybody want to, you know, play with the power, abuse it. Everybody want to play Pharaoh.
Yep. Come on now. Yes, they do. You speaking to what it is though. Yes, you're so right. Everybody wants to be Pharaoh. So even when I go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that's why you know, Jews, anybody of the pale skin nation, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much why they use all of our old ancient sciences and everything against us, because they like, man, look, we can't let them get back to that point because they get the, you know, and calling the thunder and
rain dancing and all, rain dancing and everything. Like, y'all ready for the rain? We can make it come. Because I was gonna say too. Yes. Yeah. What'd you say? Yes, because when you got have you if you've ever been to Colorado, so Mesa Verde, if you've ever heard of that, you can look it up online. You can look at it. I used to go there all the time when I was little because I grew up in Pueblo. So my great grandmother was Old Mexico. She was from Old Mexico. But right next to Colorado is New Mexico. Like it's like 45 minutes out of Colorado is New Mexico. So when I was little, I go, oh, well, where it's a new, well, where the old go? You know, couldn't correlate it. But we would go to Mesa Verde all the time when I was little in like elementary school for field trips. So when you go, you know, you see the cliffs, you see the circles in the ground, and all of them are portals. They're strictly portals. I'm telling you, I went all the way back in my ancestry where I can trace myself all the way back to the original Anasazi people. Which you can find the Anasazi bean. It's a purple bean that turns brown once it's cooked, but it's the most prettiest bean you've ever seen. It's purple and white. And that's where the Anasazi, because we're looking at our indigenous crops. Huh? What'd you say?
That sounds like some Black Panther stuff.
Don't it? But I'm telling you, it is. So when you go look at the bean, because you can buy it on Amazon, it's like $40 for a 5-pound bag of these beans. And when you see them, they're pretty. It's like, oh, they're beautiful. But if you look at anyone and I'll say every culture has a bean and rice of something, right? That's our connection, even through the food. Because I don't care if you come from Honduras, Jamaica, everybody got some form of bean with a rice, whether you're Mexican, Puerto Rican, you got some whatever. Beans and rice and beans, tortillas, sopapillas, whatever you need to get it with, but it's happening, right? So because we've been so indoctrinated, you're right. Mexicans don't like Puerto Ricans. You better not call a Puerto Rican a Mexican. You might get your head knocked off. Don't call no Dominican no Puerto Rican or no Mexican. None of them three. And they're all the same. They're all the same. A Dominican's hair is just as nappy as mine is. They can blow dry it out all right, but baby, let that thing go back to that water. It's gonna go shoop. So them not getting along, that sounds like a problem with them. They're disconnected from who they are because that's how the Spanish came in and took them over. That's why they think they're Hispanic. Hispanic is Hispanic. His panic. No.
Exactly. Right.
That's his panic.
Gotta tell them.
So, you know, it's like we do have to go back to that. That's why it's important we start visiting our land stuff. Stop talking about we trying to go somewhere else and go on vacation. Have you even experienced this part of the world? Have you even went into these dwellings and these mounds and these pyramids and the Grand Canyon and Yellowstone and all the waterfalls that are in Georgia? Have you done any of that first? Were you trying to go see everybody else's stuff?
Especially like y'all got some Riverdale or something, but like it's like these red woods out there where it's like everything is literally red, like dirt, the trees, the everything, man. I'm talking about. I went through them woods. I almost got lost. And didn't want to come back.
Like I can stay in here.
Yeah, for real.
It's an enchanted forest. Georgia is an enchanted forest, literally. It's green for a reason. It's the heart.
Yeah, I would say that.
It's the heart. I have enjoyed you, my brother, my brothers and sisters. I have truly enjoyed y'all. I have, my goodness. Oh my God. Y'all have me so full right now. It's so time. It's so time. We're moving in that time. We are in that time. So, my brother, I hope you're free in the next couple of days to come because we are building this thing. And I need to go in the wilderness because I got to vet myself to make sure I'm prepared to deliver what I need to deliver for my nation and for y'all too. Islam, thank you so much. I haven't, man, you got me. I can't even stop smiling listening to what you done said. I'm just like so full of joy right now because I'm like, Prophet Noble Drew Ali, you're still here. You're still here and you ain't went nowhere.
He never left.
No,
I promise.
never.
Never left. Never.
And you was the confirmation for me. You were literally my confirmation to say that, because I get so tired of people coming saying, well, you got to come over here and you got to get this from this person and this person has this and this. I'm like, man, I'm not doing all that. That's why I got to brown nose somebody. I ain't trying to do all that. I ain't got time for the fake stuff neither. I don't like them people. No. They've already did me dirty.
Yeah, profit. I ain't trying to hear that one either. No.
Right.
I've been having the fights, man. Well, not to fight, but let's just say I've been real verbal with some Arab people about it. Like, and even the Arabs, you know, Sunni Shia, they ain't even, you know what I'm saying? They not even under one of mine.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? But I can honestly, like, I know for a fact, like, yeah, it was said that, you know, Muhammad was supposed to be the last prophet. Okay, cool. But the way this man came on scene with the things that he had, was able to do, like, no, like if it wasn't ordained by Jesus and Muhammad or either one of them or Allah himself, like it couldn't be. So everybody just better calm down, be cool, you know. He already made his prophecy. He came with the knowledge.
Islam.
You know, he spoke on this elephant and
yes.
You know, but like this, I feel like for the Moors, you know, for everybody over here, the what we need to be looking in is this elephant thing, and you know, clearly, you know, all the Arabs, they looking into, you know, who's Al Mahdi, and you know, could this person be this person still, and you know, could they both be the same person? You know what I'm saying? Man, look, hey,
I ain't trying to do that.
I'm gonna just give my visions and my measures, and you know, that's just what it's gonna be. I don't want nobody chasing me up the street. Don't call me nothing, but hey, Prince, or you know what I'm saying? I don't want it. I'm telling you, I don't want it, because at the end of the day, it's gonna be millions of people running up to us trying to shake our hands, and they want the, you know, they want the energy, they want the zip, you know, like
yes, exactly.
They need to recharge.
Yes,
like,
they're gonna offer the olive branch to you. They're gonna offer their piece of the olive branch because they want peace with us. They're like, oh my God, they don't woke up. What we about to do?
They want heaven. That's what it is.
Yeah, they do want heaven, and they know we the heaven. But I'm gonna say this too. I have a course that is on the school platform. Now I do hold some teachings that Brother Sharif Bey and Brother Hopkins Bey. They're Sheikh. I'll say Sheikh Sharif Bey and Sheikh Hopkins Bey did a amazing deep dive on the so-called last prophet of being Muhammad. And in this, oh my goodness, the way it breaks it down, they were so strategic because they're master, you know, they're the what are they called? Ali's men. I can't remember the name of the group. Something like that. But anyway, it's the way they put this together that it breaks down the meaning of what that meant. That's not what that meant. Like that's not what that meant, that nobody was the last prophet. There couldn't have been, because spirit doesn't die. You feel what I'm saying? So I would love to share that with you. I would love to share that with you. But I do have to give the honors to the people that did compile it and put it together. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not mine. It's truly a gift that was given to me. And so I don't take those gifts lightly. But when I'm hearing it, I'm like, wow. Yeah.
Okay, so now this measure kind of goes into like the clothing.
All right.
Now, when I saw him, okay, the second time, he was pretty much all black gold. Like black and gold was what he had on.
Okay.
And what I was wearing was green. It was like all green, but like I guess gold trim, like pretty much the same as his, but like the opposite. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And color. I was gonna say, you know, like, what do you think the significance of those specific colors mean?
The gold, the black, and the, you said the green?
Right. Drew Ali, black and gold, and I was green and gold.
You were green and gold. Green representing the heart, because you know green is the heart. That's why our flag is red with a 5-pointed green star in the center. It's not the Moroccan flag. Our flag has no beginning and no end. When you look at the Moroccan flag, you can see the cuts in it. So you know that it's just that you know what it is, right? So, oh, black. I gotta go into that chakra. I know that is it's a black chakra. I gotta go back into my chakra book. I need to give that to you. But green and that gold, what is gold mean? Man, I need somebody to give me the gold measure. I know what you meaning. I just need to put it together in my head.
But I'm trying to, yeah, because I know it got.
It
I was
does. It
looking
has
like, wait, why we ain't dressed the same? But then again, I wasn't tripping because I'm like, man, we both look wrong. But
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Hmm. I want to dig into that more because I want to be more I don't want to just say anything because I know it all has meaning and I am a chakra I am literally a chakra instructor, but I need to be more into my I need to be more into my stuff because I mean I'm telling you I've done 3 courses.
that mean I'm gonna have to wait. Okay, sis, you said that green mean is like the heart,
That's the
right?
heart. So
So do you think? Uh,
you're the heart. You're the heart. So let me tell you this. I'm gonna give you this. When I went through the adept chamber, I got a green sash. They said because Sister Latae, you're the heart of the movement. I had a green. I have a. Well, my sash is green. Yes, so that means the heart. The red, red. The blue, the green, the yellow. You know it all. The white, purity. So they all have significant meanings. I want to dig deeper into that for you so that I can get the esoteric of that. And I know it'll come to me. I just need to sit with it if you don't mind, because I don't like just saying anything. Hmm. What did you say, brother?
no, I wasn't gonna say nothing. Because I was gonna say, I know for a fact this was like the same. This was the same realm where pretty much. I know I had seen Jesus too, and he pretty much like I was a boy. I was a little
Little
boy body,
boy.
and he
Uh-huh.
pushed me out the world and pretty much was like, "Come back," you know what I'm saying? When you
Mm-hmm.
figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I figured it out, I know I was sitting on that throne. And I was wearing
Green and
green and
gold.
gold.
Well, you were sitting on the throne, so you're about to be placed back up on that throne.
Yeah, but Christ wasn't. Well, Jesus, like what he was wearing was. Wait a minute. But what does that color mean?
What's that?
You know what? I ain't gonna put it out like that.
You ain't gonna
I'm
put it
gonna
out.
sit
We
right
gonna
here.
wait. We gonna wait. We gonna wait. He said we'll wait on it. We can wait on it. No big deal. We don't have to
Just
rush
know,
it.
like, yeah, before I was physically grown, like a full grown man's body,
Mm-hmm.
and Gerald took me to the Black Stone,
Mm-hmm.
like the time right before that period.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Christ was wearing something, Jesus was wearing something, and he literally gave me the kiss on the forehead, gave me the kiss on my hand, pushed me right back out the door, like boom. He said, "Now come back." You know what I'm saying? But
Mm.
I was a little boy, like little boy body. I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
fully grown.
Right.
So, but
Okay.
it's something with these colors though. It's
It
definitely something
is.
with
Oh
these
no,
colors.
the colors have many, many meanings. They're not, they all have a meaning. I went to hair school, so even coming off of the color wheel, I know out of black, every color comes, whether it's a violet tone, a blue tone, a green tone, a red tone, whatever tone is gonna come from the black, right? So that's why I said let me sit with it because I hold a lot of it even from there. So being a hair scientist and Moorish scientist, I know there's some correlate. I want to put it together though. Let me just think on it because you got my mind going like this. I'm like, huh?
Our brother Dr. Bay,
What
that
do you say?
gold, yeah,
Balance
signify the balance in the shadow.
and enlightenment.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
I
so
can
too.
see
Okay,
that
well,
too.
what y'all think about frankincense though? Cause I ain't gonna lie, like I physically never walked up on no frankincense, none of that, none of that. But like, I woke up from a dream one time and I knew, like, I was just smelling something in the air, smelling something. It was deep, as if it was stuffed in my nose.
Mm-hmm.
And I like nothing was around, none of that, but I knew for a fact it was frankincense. I know it was frankincense.
Okay. I love frankincense. That's my favorite.
This was actually before I had that, you know, supposed encounter with Jesus, and I was a child. You know,
okay.
Pushed me out. So like, yeah, I woke up and it was like I smelled frankincense.
Wow.
But yeah, that's
you are having.
Spirit will communicate with you that way. A lot of times I can tell energies that are in the room, or if I'm doing readings on people, I will pick up scents that aren't really there. So that was like being bestowed on you, or even like a smudging, like a cleansing that probably happened where you sleep.
Yeah, I was asleep like the whole night, and when I woke up, it was like I don't know, like I don't know how it is when you wake up, your eyes will open, but like you don't really feel like moving yet. You just feel like, okay, let me shake this off.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like a bad feeling. Like I just felt like it was like a light blanket over me. It was actually nothing over me. You know?
Wow.
But I smelled like it was like frankincense, like it was real earthy, like a real earthy smell, but like I don't know, it's like in my mind I instantly knew what it was. I knew what it was. It felt like it was stuffed up my nose.
Oh, because you said you've never even walked up on no frankincense, so you didn't.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. I'm hearing you.
High vibrations too. Frankincense, patchouli, myrrh, like those are ancient. Like they use those a lot in ancient times.
They do. That's what they use when they, you hear the story of Jesus in the manger, and that's what they brought. They brought frankincense and myrrh. So, baby Jesus, you had the experience, and they brought you your gifts.
Wait. Is that why I was little? Though?
Yeah, because you were being reborn. This rebirth, the rebirth. You gotta remember now, spirit doesn't die. You might think you coming back as a baby, but we're all babies. We're all babies in this thing. You know what I'm saying? So that was to bring you back. That was to bring you back and let you also with the scent. What is being said to me? The scent was to help you lead you back to where you're supposed to come. So the scent will never leave you. It's gonna lead you.
That's how I got to him too.
It's
yeah, because he was like, "You found me. You found me." Ah, yeah.
It's why. It's why.
You said the guard dog.
The guard dog.
And
the guard dog.
And that's why I smelled. Ooh.
That's how you smelt it. Yep. You were being
Right,
led back home. All right. He said, "I gotta go now." Islam. You got this, brother, though. Look at the power that's in you. The power and the blessings.
Green is the heart.
Yeah.
Man, I just feeling like I want some. Let me keep it up. How do I say this? Because I ain't punk with this term.
You don't
I
have.
want to say like sometimes I feel like I don't have enough heart to give for.
You.
I feel like sometimes and not like saying like for the faith, not for the love, like not being dutiful, like it ain't that. It's
right.
more like just I don't feel like I don't think or like I don't believe I got enough love to waste. I feel like I don't got none to waste. Like and that's what like I feel like I'm disconnecting from this green and gold, clothing, the frankincense. Yeah.
Yes, I think so. I mean, I'm gonna say sit with it because you got it and you have the support now. You met your brothers and sisters along the way, so there's nothing that you're about to carry on your own. The crown ain't too heavy. We got you. You're not too heavy. We got you. That's our problem as Moors. We think you gotta belong to our temple or belong to our clique or our gang or whatever the heck be going on. But no, a true Moor ain't gotta do that. A true Moor loves from the heart. Because as I said, Stevie Wonder wrote that song, My Shetty or More. More means love. If you really break it down, that's what it really means. So as a Moor, you're supposed to operate in love at all times. So all this strife and confusion, and I got this, and you don't have it, and if you don't talk to me, you ain't getting this, and is some bull crap. Because the prophet comes to us all the time to lead us where we going. So the footprints are clearly cut for you to go that way, and that's why you're being shown the way. You're not gonna have to take it alone. You have your family with you now. You've connected back to the true family of who we are as a nation. They can put on and have a piece of paper to make them look like they want to look, but the trueness of the prophet is coming from the heart. Hey, come on, Dad. So I'm about to go get my wife back, y'all. Y'all tripping. I love it.
Just made me think of this line. You can counterfeit paperwork, but you can't counterfeit the spirit. You can't. So nobody cares about paperwork right now. We have to care about, well, the paperwork we established under this new covenant that we built with each other. But other than that, we check the spirit, and this is beautiful. I see the brother Dr. Bay said he can't wait to deal with us too. Okay, so I wanted to ask you, but I'm asking us, because it's something we do in secret. Because the haters out there, we need to pop out and show things.
Yes.
To let them know everything. So how do we connect off of here? You know, is everybody, not saying we have to do it here live, but is everybody okay with exchanging contact?
Yeah, that's what I said. Everybody follow each other and share your. I'm sharing my contact. I ain't got no problem with it. I'm sharing my contact information with everybody.
To say somebody thought they would be up on social media and gonna post my phone number, brother. Anybody can Google that. It's I ran a
That's facts. That's facts. Yes. So yes. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. This is like, yes, I feel, yeah, we need to, when we come off, everyone please follow each other, send each other's contact, because we're building something very amazing. And so by the end of the cycle, we would have come together. Like I said, y'all, I need at least a day or two for me to vet myself. Right now. I gotta go check me right now. It ain't about nobody else right now. I gotta go check Latay. Facts.
It ain't world. It ain't worldly. Like it's like this way. I got a man up to school or something. Like it's hard.
Islam. Sister V, what's up? Our brother's about to get off, but would you like to at least greet our brother? He's amazing. Wow, we just have gotten some amazing brothers on here. That's she.
You know what?
I know. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. I'm not a baby, but I mean, we like to think wisdom look like gray hair, you know.
Right.
And the brothers with the gray hair, you know, I think they just got a mineral loss. I don't think that's that quite that wise gray hair. Because if you get gray hair from Audubon Reed, the mineral loss should make you get some gray hair. You might need to get some chemo.
Okay.
We ain't there yet.
He said, no, I ain't got that. I know that's right. He said, don't do it.
You know, we knocking at 31 right now. You know, we chilling.
Oh man, you're like a son to me. Yes, you're my son's age. You my son's age. Yes.
I love y'all. I just love it. I knew before he started speaking, sister, when you had stepped away, I told him I feel his energy, like he got a dope energy, a powerful energy, and I want to see you move on what Allah showing you. Like whether we ready or not, here I come. Ain't that what Lord is?
Yep, ready or not.
I guess we don't really know if we is ready.
Yep. Gonna find you and make you want me.
Go into that wilderness.
Yes.
We all need to go into that wilderness so that when we come back together, we have tried ourselves and proved true to ourselves. Because you know yourself, I know. I tell her, like, when I'm wrestling with things, like, yeah, I'm being good on the outside, but I know what's going on in the inside. Yeah. You know, so we need to really do that. And I'm excited. I'm definitely, whatever day y'all choose, but I might just say the next rollout of these next two, what we call today, I'm about to be in the prayer closet, meditation closet, in the wilderness, watching the rain go back and forth.
Yes, because tomorrow's a big day, y'all. Tomorrow's a big day. And this wedding is coming. This wedding is the 16th through the 21st. So I'm gonna tell y'all, you might be on your face learning a whole lot about yourself during this time. Nothing to fret about or be afraid of. What it is, it's an ascension process that's going on. And it's time for us to do exactly what we're saying we're doing without no excuse, without anything in our way. We got nothing but prime space and opportunity. So that's what we doing, and that's where we're going.
It's a 6 day tomorrow too. That's harmony.
Islam, Islam. Come on, it is a 6 day.
It's harmony and balance, but it's balance because harmony and balance is the same thing. Harmony just means they agree. Balance means equal forces on both sides. So
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow,
Well, that's what we on, y'all. That's what we on. Sister V came in late, but she's a part of the crew too. This is what the uniting of Asia really looks like. This is what the uniting of Asia looks like.
Strong fire energy.
What'd you say? Who's the what?
Because, okay, I'm the air sign. I'm the Libra. What's going on? 'Cause
I'm a fire. I'm a Sag. I'm a Sag. I'm a Sag.
okay, it's a Cancer here. Okay, it's that one.
Two Cancers.
That's where them emotional waters coming from. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a Sag. I'm the fire sign. I'm a Sagittarius sun. I'm a Moon Scorpio baby. Sagittarius, Moon Scorpio moon. Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius girl.
no, your rising, that's your sun sign, but you got a rising too.
Oh, it might be Taurus. It's Taurus.
Taurus, yeah,
Mhm.
makes so much sense.
Yep.
Much sense to Earth.
Yeah, I'm Taurus. I'm.
Yes, but no, see, I was asking, have you ever had your neighbor chart read? Oh, we've been doing that.
Yeah, she.
Isha
Isha gets it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I mean, I'm up. You want to read my natal chart? I'm absolutely up for that as well. I mean, I'll be glad to. I just think it's important that we all know that.
Yeah, we gotta know because that helps us work better together too, y'all. That's why that zodiac constitution is very important. Forget what they talking about, huh?
Yep. Especially with them, there's something to that too. Especially with them Chinese.
Yep.
Like how they talk about the animals. The animals got something to do. Like truth be told, matter of fact, I gotta get a measure. Look, the animals got something to do with. I don't even want to say I believe, but I found to know, and this is true. It got something to do with everybody's lower self, but like the refined version of the lower self. Like
Come
in a
on.
way, I would say, like how certain people like they be either snaky, they be loyal, they be like in between. And that goes for the Chinese zodiac. It's either the lion, somebody could be a rat, and like a dog, a chicken. No, not a chicken. Not a chicken. Right, y'all. Yeah, sister. Y'all, rooster.
I gotta
Dragons
remember
and
mine.
stuff, horses.
Yeah.
But even in our even in the Vedic astrology, you have 3 weekends, and they're graduates into the next. Like the crab is only the first weekend of Cancer. Is the second one? I know the third is the highest. So the highest manifestation of Cancer is the Hydra. It's a mythical creature, I believe, but it represents water. The word Hydra. So you move from the hermit crab, which I feel like the word self, because I go in hermit mode a lot.
Oh my God, Bashira does too. Sister V, Jesus. I'll be like, I'm calling an APB to find you if you don't call me back in 24 hours.
I gotta go in there. I go in the dark. I gotta figure myself out.
She gonna bury herself under the water.
Because I don't want to. I can be impulsive sometimes in my emotions. So when as I'm maturing and understand that it's not about your emotions flowing here. So I have to be emotionally intelligent within how I walk. I have to recognize myself so I can see what's coming towards me. And I don't want to offend anyone else or no one. So therefore, I need to be very diligent on how I move. And I'm an empath, so
I can't be around a lot of people and things all at once because I soak all of that in, and that's just wrong.
Yes.
I'm always trying to help someone. You know what I mean? And then I'm like, okay, I get depleted real fast, so I gotta back up a little bit.
But Sister VC, we are the mother to the zodiac, and I don't think people really understand what we be dealing with that energy. Because for one, the word empath is so overused, but we literally absorb. I know we're sponges, and if we don't know how to keep that stuff out of us, we will soak that energy up and become. I mean, everybody heals, but for cancer, it's very, very extreme. And so I know exactly what you mean. Because if I'm in a chaotic environment, I can literally feel the cells in my body just vibrating in a chaotic way. And I can't take it. I have to retreat and get healed. That's why I'm a tree hugger. I stand on the ground barefoot because I have to.
It's long. It's long, y'all.
Anyway, on how to do. You said you're a tree hugger?
Oh, yeah.
I have to just. I go by water. I don't know. I go by water. I just go by a lake, more so a river. I have to go by water. That's very much so. Even in the shower, as far as like I can just. That's really the shower. When I take this, that's my safe space. Like that's where I think is in the shower. Like I
them from just running water. I mean, sometimes I didn't forget it was running, but the sound of it is so soothing, I forget to turn it off because it feels good to hear literally the sink. I'm talking about just the sink. I could be running some water because I'm washing dishes and just leave it. Lord help me with my water bill. Yeah.
water bill. I imagine.
Yep. Well, y'all, I am like, it's been 3 hours and 22 minutes on this bad boy. I need to go get some rest because right now my energy is really depleting and I need to go recharge myself. Really. Because I know I am a big empath. I take everybody's energy. When I did the chakra class, I had a chakra class where everyone in the class had a death, whether it was their wife, their child, or somebody. And I'm always the channeler. So when I'm in there, because spirit always comes to me, talking to me. And as I'm in there, I'm channeling all these people. And my teacher, I said, like, all right, Sister Latai, we gotta let you off of here because you're an empath and you're taking everyone's energy. And I don't know how to release it. So I have to know that when to do it because then my head starts hurting. I start being like, oh, I'm getting dizzy. Okay, I'm taking in too much now. Now I need to go recharge. So I gotta go cleanse myself with some salt water and go get myself together because I need to be ready for y'all. I want to be really ready for y'all in my authenticity. Okay. Thank y'all for the gifts and the hearts. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for today. It's been amazing. And I will see y'all back sometime this cycle, but we're gonna build on this. And brother, I'm reaching out to you in just a moment. All right. We love you more. We love y'all more. Love y'all more. Pun intended. Pun intended. Peace and love. Peace and love. All right, my peoples. I will holler at y'all later, YouTube. Y'all have an amazing rest of the day. 153 views. That was pretty good, but you still only made a penny. You see how TikTok do you? I've been on here 3 hours and made a penny. TikTok know they need a whooping for all this intellectual property they get off of us and feed from us, but it's all good. Y'all learning something. I bet y'all ain't gonna mess with us no more. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love, Facebook.